Ladies and gents, welcome to another Saturday. and Dan seems to be at a loss at the moment.
I'm so sorry, just before the stream started, when the vampire Triff came on the screen, Triff just went, "That's me, I'm busted," and then the stream started. She expects me to keep composure after that.
Dude, you're supposed to be a professional.
Professional? I review terrible movies on the internet. There's nothing professional about it.
You're British. It should come with the territory. Hello, everyone. On that note, hello, everyone.
Off to a good start, off to a good boob, off to a good hoot. Sorry, start again.
Off to the breast start. I mean the best start, right?
Oh, is there Hooter in here, or is it just me?
It is Hooter in here. Hopefully, I just turned Dan up, so that should help. Hopefully, welcome to another night of Rifftrax and/or shenanigans and/or whatever else. So I hope you guys are all doing well. In the chat we have Movie Emporium, we've got Stefano, we've got Joe over here. Or sorry, Joe comes over. I'm sorry. The classics. Who else? Hellbound, hello! Who else am I missing? Kurt! I'm sorry, whoever else I'm missing. Please forgive me. How are you doing tonight, Dan?
We are a professional organization.
Well, I don't have to be professional. You have to be professional.
Why do I have to be professional?
Because you have to be professional. Someone in this chat has to be professional.
But can we make, like, I don't know, can we make Movie Emporium professional? He seems like a reasonable dude.
That is true. I mean, he is 84 years old, according to his bio. So, Nick, will you be the professional one? He refuses to be professional. God damn it!
Oh, does anybody in the chat want to opt in to be professional tonight? Come on, help us out here.
And he follows it up with poop farts. I mean, I poop farts.
Oh God, you just reminded me, right? So I've got a friend on Facebook, and he was on a train a few weeks ago with a bunch of lads who were in the opposite compartment, and they were all having a farting contest, is what lads do, on who could sort of blow the biggest fart, and one of them accidentally followed through, and the whole carriage had to be evacuated. People were screaming. Like full-blown, just...
Kurt says, I proclaim that we all be as unprofessional as possible. And
well,
Nick
that takes us on to, I was just about to say, the secret word for the show tonight, and there's a little bit of controversy around it tonight, actually.
Oh, what controversy is that?
So, you see, the secret code word for tonight's show was knucklehead. Don't read too much into that.
I was gonna say.
But Kurt put the secret word in first, but we weren't live, and on the tweet that I put out, I said that you had to put the secret word in when we were live to get it.
Ooh.
And you didn't put it in time, because
Scandalous.
the person who I spotted first in the chat to put the secret code word in whilst we were live was Seth of Hellbound Horror.
Oh, hey! All hail King Seth!
King Seth is the new king of the show for tonight. Long may he reign. As such, he gets to have a question on the bastioning a ball of truth, a yes or no question, and he controls us like some kind of crazy puppet master. What he says goes. He dictates the rules of tonight's show.
Wow.
So, long live King Seth. Long may he reign. And commiserations to King Kurt, who does get bonus points for getting in early. But, you know, sometimes being a little too early can be a little problematic.
Hashtag not my king. Well, you know, and Seth also has a copy of the Necronomicon, so we really need to behave ourselves.
Liam's just come in. Breaking news, King Kurt overthrown by legal technicality.
Oh my god. Oh my my god. Oh, also we've got Chris Hogan and we have James in the chat. I hope you guys are doing well. Hello.
Oh, we have our first kingly proclamation, by the way, as well. Seth has just decreed that Kurt can rightfully become king of the show because he can't handle the pressure.
Oh.
So, Seth has succeeded. It was a noble reign of 6 minutes, but what a 6 minutes it was.
You know what?
It was longer than some of our prime ministers, admittedly. So.
True, very true. And you know what? It was much more honorable than any prime minister and/or president.
Absolutely. So, the crown gets passed, like the passing down of a crown from one regal person to another, and we say hello again to King Kurt, king of the show, long may he reign, a true nobleman. I would never speak ill of King Kurt. He's a lovely, regal man.
He is.
And long may he reign. Long live the king.
Long live the Cubs.
Yeah. And long live the Bears?
Da Bears.
Da Bears.
Da Bears. We all have to, everyone
Bears.
Raise your glasses to cheers for Da Bears.
Da Bears.
Da Bears.
Hip hip hurrah! Hip hip hurrah! Hip hip hurrah! Oh, how devious. Beautiful.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate that. Let's see.
Oh
here.
god, he's decreed me and Nick are going to have to spend the night in the tower together.
Oh, well, you sound like you would enjoy that, though, you know?
Anything could happen.
It could. It could be a night of... It could be like a Hallmark movie level of passion there. Or it could be a horror movie, you know? It's hard to say.
It's very hard to say, honestly.
And that's
I hope
what
you have
she
good
said.
Wi-Fi, that's all I can say.
And Nick, I will not stop with the Cub talk. Screw you. Let's see your Yeah, I was just gonna say, Hogan, appreciate that. Woohoo! Think of me and Dean Rooney. Oh, Joe says, think of me and Dean Rooney from Ferris Bueller's Sports Balls teams. Or.
Hey, did you see that controversy around that?
I don't think so.
A con this week announced that they were getting a special guest in, and it was like really built up, and then they revealed who it was, and it was Jeffrey Jones.
Oh, didn't he die? I thought he was dead.
No, he's just a paedophile. So, in much ways, it's much worse.
Nick, you know what? In terms of James Corden, fuck you. You guys can be very happy together. I'm sure that you will make James Corden more happy than I ever could.
But yeah, after some people very politely pointed out his transgressions, they quietly pulled the advert saying he was going to turn up. Which disappointed me because I got 1,800 copies of Beetlejuice I wanted signing that would have no market value. So
yeah, that's true. What are you going to do with 1,800 copies now? Are you going to make like a throne out of them? Or what is the plan of attack?
I'm going to glue them all together and use it to beat people to death with.
Ah, that works. And Joe says, kind of puts the line in Ferris Bueller's "Your ass is mine" ring a bit more sinister. Joe, you're hilarious.
Oh god! Well, that set the tone for the night.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, Kurt says Jeffrey Jones, Dan Triv, and I didn't talk about a movie that he was in a few months back, Collar Tug. We only talked about it for part of the night. We didn't talk about it for the whole night, so we're okay. I wonder if as Christoph could see that coming.
Well, I don't think Criswell could have predicted that one, let me tell you that. Womp womp. Bom bom ba bom.
Yep, exactly.
Jeffrey Jones played an alien in an attraction at Disney. Let's just say it changed not too long after he was caught. Was that the one where they turned that alien into Stitch? I hope it's the one where they turned the alien into Stitch.
Oh yeah, it wasn't extraterrestrial?
Yeah.
Nuki.
Nuki! Jeffrey Jones is Nookie in Nookie 2 on probation.
The search for more things we can't talk about. Oh, Dan, it sounds like you're talking through your potato computer. Actually, it kind of does, yeah. I didn't pay attention.
Well,
we were talking about Jeffrey Jones, and I lost myself. I'm not sure why.
I will tell you why. Tell you bloody why.
Why? Why is it?
In Britain, we'd call me a Burke. I'm a Burke, ladies and gentlemen.
Like a Burke and a hare?
I'm currently talking to you through my really crappy built-in headphone microphone. But if I click this button...
Hopefully...
Oh my god!
Now, I should be sounding delightful.
You know what? And I feel bad.
How's
I didn't
that?
even pay attention. Like, we were gabbing and I didn't even... I'm a dumbass. Apologies to everyone in chat for me being a complete and utter idiot. Please forgive me.
Trev, you cannot help if my luscious and luxurious voice sounds fantastic on a craptastic microphone.
It does sound fantastic.
That's just how it works. That's just how it works. This sounds like butter on a delicious grill. The previous one probably sounded like a hamburger, equally delicious, but you probably couldn't tell the difference. That's understandable.
As Kurt says, he says, it's delightful, it's delug. Oh, Nick says, see what happens when you talk Jeffrey Jones, you forget to turn on things.
Yeah, when Jeffrey Jones comes up, things tend to stay turned off. Womp womp. Oh, pedophilia.
Oh, Hogan says it sounds like you're right next to him. Are you right next to him? Are you caressing his shoulder?
Hogan, I'm in the hearts, minds, and souls of everyone in the chat tonight. And hopefully, as we approach the festive season, it's 6 months away, shut up. As soon as we approach the festive season, I hope you all feel the warm glow of my voice, penetrating your eyes, ears, and all our souls.
Oh my god. Wow, it got really deep in here, you know? On other notes,
I'm sorry, Trev's drank a lot of wine, and I'm on a delicious whiskey tea, and I have Haribo, so we're in good spirits.
Yes. Oh, Hogan says, was that you with me in my heart and mind who was breathing down the back of my neck?
Oh yes, that was definitely me.
Kurt asks, is anyone brought the king my icy hot? I asked for. I'm in agony city over here. Oh no. Oh,
Well,
I'm so
sorry. The king has spoken, Trev. You're going to have to travel to wherever Kurt lives and bring him his icy hot, whatever that is.
It's like stuff that like you put on and it's cool and then it heats up and it's supposed to help like relax muscles and things like that.
Oh, over here we call it deep heat, which makes it sound much more erotic. Icy hot sounds like some kind of delicious, like, popsicle. Deep heat sounds like the kind of thing you put on to get the party started, if you know what I'm saying.
Another version of it is called Ben Gay, which I forgot about. Thank you, Joe, for letting us know. Oh no.
I respect Ben's life choices. He can do what he wants.
Nick says, oh no, he'll rub his hands together and touch your pain.
Oh yeah, don't put deep heat on your nads. It does not. No. Bad times.
Oh shit, he hurt his back. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Well, hopefully you can
God,
sit back.
we were so mean to you at the start of this thing. You should have been king from the off.
Absolutely. What's wrong with you? You know?
I know, I'm British,
rude.
is what we do.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm so malevolent and evil.
You kind of are, but it's half the reason we enjoy your presence, you know?
Oh, shucks, you guys are just saying that. Make my bosom swell with pride.
Sorry, I got vampire me stuck in my head.
So here I am with swollen bosoms, and you're thinking of your sexy vampire alter ego. What are we going to do here?
I don't know. I'm at a loss.
Well, while I deflate my bosoms, how about you tell the wonderful folks at home any news or updates?
Well, so I finally got some semblance of a merch store put together, and I promise to make it short and sweet. Absolutely no requirements to do this. If you see something you like, it's finally ready to roll. I need to put together a video for it, but this is the the Triv's Place merch thingamabobber. Right now it's just got mugs on it, and they're all cricket and things like that. Nothing particularly special, but it's got free shipping on everything. So if you see one you like, go ahead and pick her up. They're 16 and 20 ounce, or sorry, 12 and 16 ounce cups. They're all kind of fun, different designs. So yeah, definitely go over there. It's trivsplace. Etsy.com/shop/trivsplace. So.
As a genuine piece of customer feedback here, I was receiving of one of Trev's wonderful mugs a few months ago, and I can say that it's a delightful feature of any room and holds many different types of liquid quite successfully. So do check those out; they're very good quality.
Yeah, and they're like I say, they're cricket. I made them mostly myself with help from my sister. So, they're like I say, they're not perfect, but they're kind of fun. And free shipping is always a nice thing, so definitely check them out. Hogan, to answer your question, I am making stained glass stuff, but I took down the website just because it was a little too much for me to try and keep up with. So, just as far as like the back end stuff, and I'm not smart when it comes to that. So, I will probably put my stained glass stuff up at some point. But if you are interested, I can gab at you off stream. So. Anyway, that's really all in that respect, I guess. Hang on here. Everything else is pretty much as it was. We're celebrating kind of late my birthday stream. We're here to just kind of have a grand old time. Sorry, my brain's not working tonight. I'm so terrible at self-promotion. Just one more time on the website for Etsy. It's, actually, you could probably just go, trivsplace.etsy.com and it'll take you to my website, and I'll get a video put together here in the next couple days to kind of put something up. I will also have stickers, but they're kind of big. They're, for those in the States, they're like 3x5, and they probably shouldn't have been that big, but they're kind of fun, and they're just a Trivial Theater logo. So yeah, that's kind of where shit sits in that respect. Yeah. So how
also,
are you?
just want to say many happy returns to you, by the way, on the birthday front. It's not every day someone turns 80, but it's
No,
good to
that's
see you've
Nick.
made
That's
that
not
massive
me.
milestone.
You're just so damn funny, You're just freaking hilarious. Just
Tell me, Trev, what was it like when plastic came into the real world?
well, you see.
Oh, Nick goes, she's 90, get it right.
You know what? And I look damn good for 90 then. Better than y'all will ever look.
Of course, avatars are always timeless.
You're damn right. I'm trying to think what else we've got for news. Like in the next couple of months, we'll be doing a couple of streams. We have the Q&A coming up. We're going to get some stuff sorted for that to kind of get some questions from folks before we go live, as well as the night of whenever we do that. We're looking at hopefully October, but we'll play it by ear. Let's see. Pretty decent layout of content coming up here shortly. It's gonna be more consistent than what it's been, so hopefully we'll keep that rolling. How about you, Dan? Anything big coming up?
Well, I'm still kind of trying to get things together after a bizarre and wild, crazy summer, and not the fun kind, the kind that leaves you wanting therapy.
Yeah, yours was kind of like a dick cage, wasn't it?
Jesus Christ, this is a family show.
Since when?
Joe's crying now.
Joe seems fine. Joe, are you okay?
See, he's so beside himself, he's crying. Yeah, so I like for the last couple of months.
Tell
I've been
us
taking
about your
some,
breast
new
plans.
Well, they're still swollen with pride, but I'm getting there. No, I've been on some new medication now for like 2 months, and it's showing some really good positive results. The doctors have advised me to kind of stay on it. In fact, I have a dose coming up in the next hour, so you'll get to hear me take my medication live, which is
man.
great.
It sounds like he's snorting cocaine. Well, I'm not gonna lie.
It does. It's going to be hilarious. So enjoy that. It's because I am doing very hard drugs. Um, but the hope is that I've seen some improvements, and the hope is over the next month or two, things will continue to improve before kind of stabilizing. And the doctors have said basically by the end of October, what I am is what it will be, which is fine. So I've decided in the meantime to start trying to put together a bit of a plan for the new season, because I wrote a load of scripts for what was supposed to be the September-December run, and then I had to stop for all the stuff that was going on. So I've kind of rearranged that to make it work, hoping to sort of start in January, February. Might do a couple of streams before then. But yeah, basically at the minute my life is kind of clearing up all of last season's stuff and getting stuff organised, and then sort of prepping to come back with a nice raging storm of fury and entertainment. So that should be good fun and good times for all.
Absolutely. And if you're good at one thing, it's giant boob storms of activity. And that didn't. That tit-tastic. I don't know. My brain is still on boobs, and I don't know why.
Triv has drunk a lot of wine today.
I have.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It was the September can basically eat a bag of dicks, honestly. Like, on the YouTube front, it's been very good, but in the personal life, it's kind of just been a complete and utter shit show. So I went wine tasting with a friend of mine, and shit hit the fan again. But we'll talk about that another time, so... But I am here...
To answer Kurt as well, I do still have the extended cut of the Ed Wood discussion. It's still a work in progress. It's one of those where I've kind of been picking it up and dropping it as I go along, because life's still kind of crazy at the minute.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping at some point I might do it a little Christmas treat. Just put it up at Christmas,
there you go.
We had like an extra half an hour where we talked about like the state of Hollywood and the movie system and Poverty Row, and it was a really good conversation with you guys. So hopefully I'll get to share that to you. But yeah, if you want to hear the first half of that chat, though, I do have the Wild World of Ed Wood audiobook still live over at Bandcamp. So if you haven't checked it out and you're interested in Edward D. Wood Jr., we cover like 8 of his films. So do go and check that out. And like I say, hoping to be back in the new year. So.
Absolutely.
And of course, I'll be hanging around here doing random streams and picking on Triv for like the next 6 months. So.
Well, definitely put your Bandcamp link in chat too. That way people can check you out.
Oh, sure thing. In fact, in a gift that keeps on giving, at some point, our good friend of the show, Vertibird John, who donated the large amount of money during the charity stream and was the subject of my Die Hard Dracula review, which came out about 2 weeks ago. He also, as part of the donation, won a couple of copies of my audiobooks, but he'd already bought them. So his exact words were, "I can't really use the codes because I already own them, so please give them out on a stream at some point." So we'll be giving away a free copy of both of my audiobooks at some point, but I don't know when. We'll try and figure something out. Nice little competition.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dan, I gave my Etsy link there in the Discord chat too. Do you mind popping that up as well, if you don't mind?
Absolutely.
Thank
no, I'm
you
not going to, actually. Change my mind.
That's fine.
Don't
you
like
know,
it.
You do you. You do you. Joe says...
Hijacking the stream. It's going to be me and Nick now. We're both going to run the show.
That's okay. Joe says that you should stick the mic right next to your throat so we can hear the guttural sounds of it going down.
Oh, it's not.
What the hell happened to your voice?
It's not throat medicine. It's nasal spray, so it makes it sound like I'm doing coke. I mean, I can hold it to my throat whilst I snort, but that's not gonna sound good.
I mean, at least it's not a suppository.
Now that would have been an interesting stream. I could have just dual broadcast on my OnlyDans.
I just snort it right off the microphone.
That's good medication. another thing that we've been doing. We've been slowly working our way through more Doctor Who.
Oh yeah.
Because I know we have a lot of Doctor Who fans in the chat.
Woohoo!
We watched The 10th Planet, and we're about halfway through Power of the Daleks at the minute, and they're both really, really good fun. And last night, me and Triv and Movie Emporium all got together and watched the docudrama An Adventure in Space and Time, which was very upsetting. And I forgot just how harrowing it gets at points.
It is so damn sad.
Poor sexy Hartnell. Why'd they have to kick him out? Everybody loved him.
Oh, just exterminate the medicine.
No, because then I won't have it, and then my throat will get fucked again, and I'll have to go back to selling doors door to door. That's a hard job. Bing bong, can I interest you in your... Oh, shit, you've already got one. Okay, well, see you next time. That's so stupid.
It's okay. It's all right. Oh, my God. Dedum.
James Liam says that I sounded like a Revenge of the Cybermen. Yeah, they do have very distinct voices. That's one to come, Triv. That's Tom Baker's era. He also says he only has 3 Pertwee stories left, and he's hoping to get into Tom Baker's era before the 60th. That's decent. Yeah, that's really good. Well, yeah, we haven't broached any Tom yet. We're sticking to the first 3 Doctors, but we're kind of hopping about depending on sort of time and availability.
Yeah.
We've nearly done all of Troughton. I was going to show Triv the Macra Terror next, which is a story where giant crabs invade a holiday camp.
You know, that sounds pretty fantastic. I'm not going to lie.
But yeah, hopefully, you know, once we've rounded off Hartnell and Troughton, we might move into Peter Davison and Tom Baker a little bit. It's a shame, really, they haven't done a docudrama about Tom Baker's time as the Doctor, because that would basically just be Caligula. It gets wild quick with Tom Baker's era of Doctor Who.
Yeah, and just from what I remember seeing it, because I watched it back when I was younger, and, you know, when I was, like, in my mid-60s. But, watching that, you kind of forget the things that go on, and without the context of what was going on behind all that, because it was literally kind of a here and there type of thing. So it's interesting to see what Tom Baker actually was compared to, not to say it was bad, just the complexities. So
Tom was a very complex man. I think that's fair to say. I mean, well, he is a very complex man. He's 89 years old. Yeah, there's a reason why all the other Doctors either refer to him as Scarfy or, oh no, not that one. So.
Oh, they're showing Caligula the Caligula complete edition at a festival down in Florida.
Oh, yes, like, Nick, you need to go and attend that, because that's like one of those films that I desperately need to see. Basically, about 3 years ago, they found all the original rushes for Caligula on 35mm film. And what they've done, and what that screening is, because I looked into it, they've recut the film to bring it more in line to Gore Vidal's original script, because for people who don't know about the history of Caligula, around about halfway through production, the money ran out and they had to find someone to fund the film, so they got Penthouse Magazine was the only company that would bother to fund them, and in order to get the funding, they also insisted that they take out more of the complex script elements and insert hardcore pornography. Quite literally swapping brains for boobies, which is, you know, fine. But basically, they've found all of the original rushes. They've gone out and shot like the 10% of the script that was missing, reinserted it. They've used the original film cameras that they used on the actual Caligula set so that all the footage matches up. And it's premiering, and that's one of the special screenings. We're not having any of those over here. I'd be front row with my Caligula vinyl if they were screening it over here. Oh, you laugh. It's a double vinyl. It's you can actually smell the cocaine on it. It's fantastic.
What do you smell off of the Things vinyl?
The Things vinyl smells of sour milk and tears.
That's fair.
It also has a very vague lemon sherbet taste to it.
Oh, lemon curry.
Lemon curry?
I like Dear Penthouse.
Yeah. So yeah, if you can, everything is happening down in Miami that I'm missing. Oh shit, yeah. Well, I mean, if you can go and see it, it's probably going to be a rare screening because like I know they've put like half a dozen across America. There's none in England at the minute. But I would walk through fire to go and watch that film in the cinema because I'm quite a fan of the original cut of Caligula, but to see all the stuff that was cut out by Penthouse put back in and to see how it was originally supposed to be shown on a big screen in 4K and watch Peter O'Toole like being incredibly pervy and very drunk for most of the film. It sounds delightful. I want to see people getting decapitated by the large Roman lawnmower in 4K. But they won't show it over here because they're cowards. That's what they are. The British are cowards, and they won't celebrate good art. Joe, Peter O'Toole was drunk. I'm sorry to disappoint you, man. Peter O'Toole was indeed drunk that one time while they were filming Caligula. So. Sorry, I went on a bit of a Caligula. You know when sharks smell blood and their eyes go big and they just sort of launch into a thing and then they... It's a bit like the Wolfman. I've just woke up with all my clothes torn and there's a few Roman slave girls behind me now and I don't know how they got here. All I remember is talking about boobies and then like an hour has passed and I'm here.
Are you sure?
I'm convinced. Why do I smell of figs?
Just assume that's how you always smelled.
Oh, that's kind of you.
I hate
I was going to
figs.
say, the Things soundtrack smells of disappointment.
Oh, man. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm just double checking the chat. Kurt says that it smells, the Things soundtrack smells of disappointment. Let's see. And you destroyed Joe's worldview. How dare you?
It's time to start listening to Joe Rogan.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, if you were... I was about to say relevant. If you want to double team it, you could do Joe Rogan and Russell Brand, and then you get the full spectrum of just awful right-wing weirdos. Dan is starting to hallucinate. He's seen things like 2001. Yeah, it's just a rainbow corridor with the disco version of We Are One playing in the background.
As long as Penthouse itself doesn't come up, I think you're okay.
Yeah, I mean, one of my favorite stories about Caligula was Tinto Brass is a moaning old goat of a man. Like, God bless him. He's made some fantastic films, very campy stuff, but Caligula was one he was very, very fond of. And basically, around halfway through the production, when the Penthouse money came in, one of the terms that they had was they wanted more control over the edit and over the production, which meant taking power away from Tinto Brass, who was not happy with the entire arrangement. And there's a famous story that basically he was at one time like the key guy organizing the edit. So like his job was to come in every day and basically cut the film with an editor watching him rather than the other way around, because he was that like into making the film happen.
Wow.
Yeah, so and when Penthouse got involved, they it was winter, they were editing Caligula, and he turned up to the offices where they were editing the film, and snow was everywhere. And when Tinto got out of his car, he found the edit bench that he was cutting the film on left outside in the snow,
Oh my
and all
God.
the doors had the locks changed.
Oh, shit.
Just confused Italian man stood there just wondering what the fuck is going on and why his edit bench was left outside in the snow. And then it turned out that like Guccione and the Penthouse people had basically thrown his edit out and got people in to recut the film with more porny emphasis.
Wow. Oh my God.
It's wonderful. They released Caligula in their iteration and Tinto Brass disowned it. Said it was not his movie and then threatened to sue Penthouse for it. Then they found all the original rushes and were like, hey, we're going to reconstruct the film exactly how the script says. Now, bear in mind, Tinto Brass directed like 95% of this film. There's like 5% of the movie that he didn't direct that was inserts from Penthouse. Mm-hmm. They went out and filmed it without question and put the film together exactly how the script and the shooting script required, which was written by Brass. The script itself, Score Vidal, but the shooting script was directed by Brass. They put it together exactly by his notes, released it, and Tinto immediately put a statement out going, this isn't my movie. My movie would have been different.
Oh, God.
And it's like,
Dude.
Mate, no. This is literally following as close to what you wanted as possible. The only thing he's basically got sour grapes because he wasn't invited into the final edit to have like
Sounds
a
like
bit of
it.
a celebrated kind of thing.
I know, I can see that, like,
but
you're kind of tossed out on your ass when it was your vision and everything, but you do still kind of have to keep in mind, you know, other stuff, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, bearing in mind, like, say, for example, you wrote a wonderful episode of Trivial Theatre, and you wrote it, you storyboarded it, you put all the notes in place so that somebody could reconstruct it in an edit.
Oh, no one can
perfectly.
reconstruct what I do because it's too chaotic.
And they did it, and you looked at it and just went, "This is not fit to kiss my shit," and then you sued them, even though it was like a 1-to-1 replica. That's what Tinto has done here. It's
True.
It's just the guy's 95 years old. He's been chain smoking cigars since he was in his 20s. It's just hilarious.
Oh, Joe says it sounds
Sorry,
vaguely like
I had another shark.
Yeah, I
moment.
was gonna
I'm
say,
now
we
sat
should,
in a Roman bath.
Well, and Kurt says, I proclaim we start playing the game. Let's get filthy in here. We're unprofessional people in here. Damn it. Also, Joe says...
Agreed.
Yeah, exactly. Also, Joe says it sounds like, or vaguely like Richard Donner's cut of Superman 2, released a few years ago, but he was supportive of it.
Yeah, Tinto Brass's interactions with Caligula is basically the anti that.
Sounds like it.
So, Tinto Brass is Doomsday in Superman 6, Search for Caligula.
Also, just real quick, I have a weird thing with Hallmark movies, and I love the fact that Nick says, we need to get a Hallmark unauthorized biography for Caligula.
Sold.
I like it. Let's do the thing. Alrighty.
Only if we can make it like one of those Christmas films where it's like the girl comes back to her hometown and she meets her old school friend and he's got hot and she works a busy office life and has to choose between a busy office job or settling down in the country. If we can do that, but like Caligula, that'd be fab.
I think that would work. I think that would be good. Alright, ladies and gents, let's go ahead and jump on into a game. Since King Kurt has proclaimed it, and since he has, we shall make it so. Join us at rifftrax.games or game. I always forget. rifftrax.games, and we'll get this party started.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Woo! Games! Games! Tunes! And I don't know why I did Homestar Runner there. Please forgive me.
Games.
Games! Tunes!
Games.
Riff.
A Christmas movie on Hallmark sounds like a bit of a stretch. I know, right?
Okay. Start here. Alrighty, here we go. Let us know if it's too loud.
Get on with it.
GZ, UX. Dan, you want to take the first game?
Yeah.
Alright, folks, go ahead and jump on in. And also for anyone that's new here, which I don't think there is, but please know you can join as an audience anytime.
Hello, aspiring riffers.
Straight
In
in.
each round of
Hell
writing
yeah.
riff mode, a movie clip will play. Every clip has a spot to write your own joke, or riff as we call it. If you're stuck, you can choose a randomly assigned riff from one of our own professional comedy professionals. At a slight
Get
point,
on with it!
everyone's riffs are
Oh,
played
Joe
back
says
and you
next you're gonna tell me
Round
Lifetime
one.
would do a movie, a Woman in Trouble movie.
We shall never forget Tiny Tim, shall we, Peter? Never.
Okay, take a deep breath and enter your riff.
I love that we have someone in the chat called Cooter. Although weirdly, I think it was Dukes of Hazzard, like it was their uncle was Cooter.
Yeah. I seem to remember something like that.
Which is weird
Oh,
because
Liam says they've just finished watching Superman 4 and he would favourably compare it to A View to a Kill. Does Superman 4 feature a Nazi on the Golden Gate Bridge holding a comedy stick of dynamite laughing like a maniac? Because if it does, then I'd say it's level pegging quite nicely.
Nice. Oh gosh, he was the mechanic? Oh shit, I'm sorry. I'm a complete idiot.
Hey, it's alright, them Duke boys weren't too smart now either.
Oh, Uncle Jesse. Okay, yeah. Alright. Which one was The View to Kill? It was Tom Cruise, and wasn't it? Shit, I'm drawing a blank on the ins and outs of that one.
A View to a Kill is the last
We shall
Roger
never
Moore James
forget
Bond
Tiny
film.
Tim,
Oh.
shall we, Peter? Never.
He ran
It's
away
very
from
good.
home and starred in Blood Harvest years later.
We shall never forget Tiny Tim, shall we, Peter? Never.
Yeah, too bad he died by drowning in boob sweat.
This doesn't sound so
We shall
terrible.
never forget Tiny Tim, shall we, Peter? Never.
He was 14 stone and had an appetite that could rival John Belushi. I think he's hard to forget.
We shall never forget Tiny Tim, shall we, Peter? Never.
That's not what Jeffrey Jones would say.
We shall never
Wow.
forget Tiny Tim, shall we, Peter? Never.
Well, I'll never forget how he died. It was gory and hilarious.
We shall never forget Tiny Tim, shall we, Peter? Never.
But they did. They did forget him, because he was dull.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
I apologize about the View to Kill thing. For some reason, I guess I was thinking of, there was one with, Tom Cruise. It was like a legal drama.
Oh, right.
And
Yeah. No, View to a Kill is like, it's Roger Moore's last Bond film, but it's also like one of the most comedic, strange Bond films. And that's saying something, because the Roger Moore era had a blaxploitation entry where he fights voodoo people.
oh, nice.
He runs across alligators and hooks up with a strange Louisiana sheriff who speaks every third word, every second word. But yeah, it's got a really good score by Duran Duran. Kurt's got good taste with that one.
Absolutely.
My friend calls the film Superfly Bond. Yeah, it's basically that. It's got one of my favourite lines in a Bond movie, which is "Names are for tombstones, baby." It's great.
No, Kurt, it wasn't Far and Away. It was a legal drama. I'm trying to think. God, there was
Round two.
mid-90s, and anyway, I'll look it up.
So, you let them both get away. Girl and that delinquent trash person.
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
The Firm. Maybe that's it. I thought there was one that was like A View to Kill, but maybe I'm thinking something else. Like it was by. God, I'm sorry. Never mind. Forget that I'm here. Oh man.
Oh, Joe, you can't hate J.W. Pepper. He gets knocked into the water by a baby elephant. He has one of my favourite lines. Secret agent? On whose side? You point ahead. Yeah, that's great. Great. I just want a J.W. Pepper movie. Like, make it. You know how like Star Wars did Solo?
Yeah.
I want a J.W. Pepper movie in the same vein.
Yeah.
With your pajamas. God.
One more thing I need to go and look up.
Absolutely. If you, I mean, I don't know how au fait you are with Bond films, but if you were going to check any era, I guarantee you probably love the Roger Moore
And
era.
that delinquent trash person.
The girl is my wife. Don't worry, you'll find her. You deal with the delinquents maggot.
So, you let them both get away. Girl and that delinquent trash person.
You. Idiot, you should have stayed the. Still. Death to theater.
So, you let them both get away. Girl and that delinquent trash person.
Hey, that's no way to talk about Toxie.
Agreed.
So, you let them both get away. Girl and that delinquent trash person.
Triv said she was all about the nuts and spam, and Dan says tacos.
Damn right.
So,
Agreed.
you let them both get away. Girl
From
and
the
that
window to the
delinquent
wall.
trash person.
Hey, it's delinquent garbage person these days, fascist.
So, you let them both get away. Girl and that delinquent trash person.
Their names are Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson.
Not
Here we go
wrong.
again. Time to vote.
Oh, and it's I had in mind A View to Kill. Was the John Grisham one.
Ah. Damn it, you'd think movies would get smarter with their titlings.
Yeah. Or no, Time to Kill was the movie. I apologize. That took way too long to figure that shit out. Oof.
God damn, thank you guys. Nice job, Stefano.
Yeah. Congratulations all around. Bum, bum, bum. I love the polka soundtrack.
Round 3.
So good.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
So I've seen a lot of these exploitation films courtesy of Dan, and I don't think, what do you think? I don't think any of them, like, quite match up to what Reefer Madness is. To chat, too, what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. It's weird. These films, they always kind of market themselves on an angle, and the angle goes one of two ways. It's either massively underwhelming, or if anything, it over-delivers to a uncomfortable level. There's never a middle ground.
True.
It's always like, you come away going, well, it promised this and didn't deliver it, or you come away going, my god, I need therapy now, thank you.
That is very true. Let's see here. Reefer Madness, that movie is such joy. It is, and it's one of those, like, I'm not a fan of colorization in most cases, but that's one where colorization, I think, helps it, honestly.
See, I was gutted because I picked up the Kino Lobar Something Weird video. Oh, that's something to point out to you guys. If you enjoy a weird sort of 60s and earlier public information films or just strange films that came out from that time, Kino Lobar have done a... ooh, 1 second.
Nein, it is too hot in here. Turn it down. The Führer will not be happy.
That's awesome.
He's the Mancunian man.
Drugs, drugs, drugs. Which are good, which are bad? Drugs, drugs, drugs. Astro Mum or Astro Dad? Dig through the ditches and burn all the witches and slam in the back of my Dragula. Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers. These people injected the marijuana just one time. Now they're all wiggly and gay.
Or are they gay and wiggly?
Time to vote.
No, so Kino Lobar have done a deal with Something Weird Video, and they've sort of signed up to release a load of their old weird titles on Shiny Blu-ray. I recently picked up their copy of Reefer Madness, and it came as a double feature with one called Sex Madness, which is equally bizarre. Very disappointed with it, though. Whilst picture quality is immaculate, it's the nicest way you'll ever see it. They didn't bother putting the colorized version on, and I prefer the colorized version. But yeah, if you're into your vintage, strange cinema, go check them out. They've got like 14 volumes of it. When they next do a Black Friday sale, I'm probably going to mop up the rest of them because they're just delightful.
Yeah, they are very good. There's no doubt. And the extra features too are solid.
Mike's daughter thought she was bringing her dad a real treat with that tomato. It was his favorite fruit.
This whole short, like It's Your Accident, is fantastically weird. It's so fun. It's not Shake Hands with Danger level, but it's pretty damn close. So to everybody in chat, what is your favorite, like, pumpkin spice thing? Like ranch or tires or
Ooh,
ice cream or.
I have a delightful Yankee Candle that's pumpkin spice flavored. That annoys my partner. I always say that candles are this flavor, not this scent. Got any candle? Oh, what scent is it? Oh, it's orange flavor. Are you eating it? No.
I mean, occasionally I will lick them if they taste or if they smell really good, but.
Just a little blah la 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 la.
Exactly.
The wax tastes delicious. Well, yes, I am in the Marines. Thanks for asking.
He may as well put a pumpkin spice on a piece of poop because it couldn't make the poop taste any worse.
Mike's daughter thought she was bringing her dad a real treat with that tomato.
Pumpkin spice tomato.
Fruit.
Her tomato was his favorite fruit, and this would leave her traumatized for life.
Oh, shit!
Mike's daughter thought she was bringing her dad a real treat with that tomato. It was his favorite fruit.
All he needs is a miracle.
Mike's daughter thought she was bringing her dad a real treat with that tomato. It was his favorite fruit.
Until he insisted it was a vegetable and that the wokes and the mainstream media were spreading fake news that it was a fruit.
Mike's daughter thought she was bringing her dad a real treat with that tomato. It was his favorite fruit.
Sadly, he'd rather have an Xbox than a fucking tomato.
Mike's daughter thought she was bringing her dad a real treat with that tomato. It was his favorite fruit.
Insert random weird joke about a porn with a dad and HIS stepdaughter. I think it was called the stepdaughter.
Mike's daughter thought she was
directed by
Jess
Franco.
Oh my god.
It was his favorite fruit.
Knowledge is knowing it's a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad.
Amen.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
Kurt says, since I'm not a suburban, I don't do pumpkin spice anything. Fair. To me, pumpkin pie is like a nacho chip. Just like a nacho chip's sole purpose in life is to convey cheese to your mouth, a pumpkin pie's sole purpose is to get whipped cream into your gullet. I can see that. That's fair.
Yeah. Trev recently got me into making pumpkin pies last year. I made like 6 of them and shared them around the family. And British people aren't used to pumpkin pie, and it basically became like crack cocaine. So this year I've got to make like double what I made last year now,
nice.
Under severe obligation. So it's all good fun. Oh, that's another thing to mention as well, just on the subject of weird vintage throwback films. If you are into your streaming services and don't like physical media that much, Full Moon has done a partnership with something weird as well, and they've got tons of stuff on there too.
The ambulance is on the way. This guy doesn't need an ambulance. He's just taking a quick trip to the mall.
It's that time again. Enter your riff now.
I actually did, like the pumpkin spice jello pudding. You do that with whipped cream, and it does this really nice, like a jello pie. It was fantastic.
I'll have to give it a go.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not doing a good job taking away my prejudice that British taste buds are broken. Beige, my friend. Beige. It's the future.
Oh my god. I totally missed that.
Who wants to taste things?
I totally missed that conversation on Twitter. I'll have to go back and check it out. And forgive oh, go ahead.
The joy of losing your sense of taste is that British food just tastes the same. Doesn't matter. Great.
The ambulance is on the way. This guy doesn't need an ambulance. He's just taking a quick trip to the mall.
Hey, le have that battery alone, motherfucker.
I love the voice.
The ambulance is on the way. This guy doesn't need an ambulance. He's just taking a quick trip to the mall.
He died in a way most people would be envious of. It was so fucking funny.
The ambulance is on the way. This guy doesn't need an ambulance. He's just taking a quick trip to
Golf
the
clap.
mall.
They took him to the morgue to meet Jimmy Savile.
Oh shit.
The ambulance is on the way.
Jingle jangle,
This guy
I've got
doesn't
a
need
skeleton
an ambulance.
key.
He's just taking a quick trip to the mall.
I am the clip commander. 3 like the pet 3 on your jelly.
The ambulance is on the way. This guy doesn't need an ambulance. He's just taking a quick trip to the mall.
That's what these libtards get. They all die from wokeism. He ain't woke no more.
Oh my god.
The ambulance is on the way.
Alex Jones
This
has
guy
joined the
doesn't
chat.
need an ambulance. He's just taking a quick trip to the mall.
Weekend at Bernie's 3. Morgue, morgue, morgue. Yay, baby.
Got a favorite riff? Vote now.
Liam, so, let's, wait a minute. Yeah, no. For God's sake. Sorry, I was screwed up in chat for a second there. Hello, Paradox, I hope you're doing well.
Hello, hello.
Yes. The weird voice is actually, something where if you go down to the very bottom of your, like, underneath, where you type in, and then there's like sound effects and such. At the very bottom, you can change up the voice patterns and such. There should be like a little thing where you can like choose that. So. Oh, Joe says everything tasting great was the worst part of COVID. Sadly, a couple years later, and my sense of taste is only at 80%. But
God damn, man! I'm sorry to hear that.
Yay! Good job, Cooter! Congratulations, you crazy bastard!
Remember, there are no losers
Fantastic
here.
news.
People who
If you
didn't
can
win.
express who you were, I will gladly give you a question on the 8 ball of bastarding truth.
I'm pretty sure it's Nick.
If you want to let yourself be known in the chat, we'll take things from there.
Absolutely. Oh, Seth
Good
didn't
game,
get.
guys. Good game.
Seth didn't get his bastarding 8 ball of truth question. Let's
no,
see
it's
here.
because he handed the title over to Kurt.
True.
So Kurt picked up.
Yep,
Oh, I'm a surly doll maker.
Yeah, James is an ambulance driver. Wife clone 1 is Stefano. Thornburg's assistant is Hogan. Congratulations, guys. Very well done.
Mm.
So Kurt also gets a question.
Very well done.
While we're in that area.
Yeah. If Kurt wants to ask a yes or no question to the bastarding 8 ball of truth, we will answer it. And Cooter, whoever you were, if you make yourself known, we'll give you a question as well.
Absolutely so. I'm going to jump into another game here and we can get rolling. Oh.
Okay. I'll sit this one out and let you take the wheel
It's
then.
riffing time.
Sounds good.
Everyone, head to rifftrax.games and enter your room code.
All right, and for those of us just joining, definitely it's rifftrax.games, so definitely check that out.
Nick, were you Cooter in the last game? And if so, you've won, so you get a question on the 8 ball of bastarding truth. It just has to be a yes or no one.
Yes.
King Kurt has asked, will David Byrne ever make sense? I will ask the ball. Oh, magic 8 ball of bastarding truth. Will David Byrne ever make sense? Oh, my balls. They're not supposed to be shaking this much. Pine fresh. The stars say no. Byrne will forever be a mysterious egg.
Ah, there you go. All right, apparently Nick was not
Nick wasn't
Cooter.
Cooter.
My guess is Cooter is also Clitco. But on that, anyone who wants to be an audience member, feel free to jump in. You just have to go in to rifftrax.games, put in the room code. We'll get this game started.
Same as it ever was.
Hello,
Yeah.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Round one.
Yarp.
Fine young specimens, Mark. They'll do.
It's go time, Mama Jama. Enter your riff now.
So, question for the chat. Obviously, it's mid-September, coming up to spooky season. What you guys got planned for Halloween this year? Curious to hear what spooky shenanigans our regulars are getting up to.
That is a very good question.
What are you up to, Trev?
Me?
Anything fun?
Nothing really. I'll probably hand out candy, but otherwise I'm pretty boring actually. Not sure what that says. Oh, Movie Emporium asks, "Are we on a road to nowhere?"
Well, he didn't. He said he wasn't Cooter, so he doesn't get a question. You got to win a round to win a game to get a question. It's a prestigious thing. We have prestige behind the ball. My balls are prestigious. Prestigious balls.
Did you have them like gold plated?
I have it presentable. My presentable, prestigious balls.
Got presentables?
Balls.
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 I will not. He says I will not be answering my door for kids wanting candy.
Hey, you know what? That's the best policy. That means more candy for you. Sweet it is.
I suppose. I don't know. I just like.
Fine young specimen, Lawrence. They'll do.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was shut down in a drug-related altercation in Brazil in 1986.
Fine young specimen, Lawrence. They'll do.
Bonk.
Fine young specimen, Lawrence. They'll do.
They'll do well in my donkey show.
Fine young specimen, Lawrence. They'll do.
They are a fine bit of ass.
Fine young specimen, Lawrence. They'll do.
Donkie sousagers sal self wel. 'n lot beter teen die dik en braaie sousagers.
Fine young
What?
specimen, they'll do.
ヒロヒト will be pleased now. Was ping.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Okay. Presentable sounds like a children's candy or lunch snack. It's also what Jeffrey Jones refers to his testicles as. So.
Oh, Kurt,
See
man,
the overlap there.
I wish our local cinema did a lot of cool stuff on Halloween. Like the Fridays leading up to it, they have Fathom events, but
Yeah, we've got our local cinemas are doing a horror film a week. One of the ones I'm really excited for is they're showing Return of the Living Dead over here for like the first time since it premiered in the early 80s on a nationwide scale. So I'm going to walk through fire to get to that fucker because I love that film.
It is good.
But on Halloween itself, I normally just sort of lock the door with.
Cloud will be released. That will be my message to the world.
Okay. Take a deep breath and enter your riff.
But yeah, on Halloween itself, I know a few friends together and we lock the doors and basically just like freebase horror movies from like 11 o'clock in the morning till like 2 in the morning. We have a great time. I always book like 3 or 4 days off work and just like have a riot with it. It's really good times. We have a little buffet. We have a big massive bowl of sweets that we call a candy casserole because we sort of layer it like lasagna with different sweets on different layers so we can see how well we're doing based on how deep we get. If we get to like chocolate buttons, we know we're like 3 layers in, so stuff like that. Yeah, we have a good time. It's usually pretty chill, but we have a good time. Oh, by the way, I am pro giving sweets to kids. I think it's a good idea on Halloween because I think it helps instill good moral values. That doesn't mean you can't traumatize them with a really scary costume, though.
Oh, absolutely. No, I always do candy for kids.
And upon my signal, the poisonous cloud will be released. That will be my message to the world.
The pain from my farts will be legendary.
And upon my signal, the poisonous cloud will be released. That will be my message to the world.
IHAD plenty of sprouts.
And upon my signal, the poisonous cloud will be released. That will be my message to the world.
And thus this is how the world ended by a hoil and sugar.
The juxtaposition of those two.
The poisonous cloud will be released. That will be my message to the world.
Do not fuck with us, filthy Western pig-offs.
And upon my signal, the poisonous cloud will be released. That will be my message to the world.
And there will be no one in the world left who will mock me for my silk stockings.
And upon my signal, the poisonous cloud
fine
will
pair
be
they are.
released.
Hey, Jen.
That will be my message to the world.
Now everyone will be forced to watch the talents of Wang Chang and witness the regrettable casting decision.
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
Oh, Liam says he's probably just going to watch horror movies as usual, although he will be at uni, so he might go to some Halloween parties. Hey, I hope if you do go to some Halloween parties, that they're awesome, man, because
absolutely,
you know, you can have some really good times with those. Chris says farting noises, fantastic.
Absolutely.
Joe says wrapped or unwrapped candy. Unwrapped, I like mine perfectly razor bladed. I need more iron in my diet. Nick says, clearly, Dan, you didn't watch the Treehouse of Horror where they ate too much candy. I have seen that one. That's part of the plan. You're ruining the plan, Nick. If I could find whatever the hell Jackie Coogan wore as the original Fester, I'd be willing to shave my eyebrows for Halloween cosplay. If I can find it for you, Joe, will you do it? Because I'll have a look for it. Jen then said, am I late? Jen, you're not late. You're just fashionably early.
Absolutely.
It's that time again. Enter your riff now.
I hope you're doing well, Jen, by the way. James says he's going to watch some horrors. Fantastic. You know, chill Halloween is fine. I mean, I know some people like to go a little extra. You guys over there, you do like haunted house stuff, don't you? Like, transforming the house into little spooky times. Doesn't really happen over here, but it's nice. I like the fact that you guys embrace Halloween so much. Like, over here, it's so half-arsed. Like, the supermarkets like do 2 weeks of masks for sale, and they're usually the cheapest, nastiest looking things. Like, you guys get proper latex shit.
Well, you know, we try to follow up, or do as much Hellraiser level as we can.
Absolutely. James says he's going to watch the uncut version of Halloween 3. Fantastic film. Do recommend it. I picked up the soundtrack on vinyl the other week, and it sounds gorgeous.
I bet.
That's the last time I drop acid before ordering an Uber.
Welcome to the Chernobyl Museum. Leave your belongings in the pile of melted solar bones.
Lollipops, ice cream, candy corn. Get in my truck, you little fucks.
Yes, ma'am.
And the apocalypse came not but horse but by evil vintage fire engine driven by a proper demon.
And if you look to the left, you'll see Lee Harvey Oswald aiming at the ice cream bunny. Gunshot.
Flick the bean and the ice cream bunny will fill your holes with the Jeffrey Jones cream.
Oh God! What the
hell?
He has the power, bitches.
Here we go again.
I actually just saw a documentary on Pirate World, and it was actually really interesting to see kind of the background of that.
Really?
Yeah, I'll have to hook you up with it.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Oh, Kurt says he got the Blu-ray of Halloween 3 and it looks amazing. It does. The Scream Blu-ray and also I got the 4K release. Both of them look absolutely gorgeous. I'm such a huge fan of Halloween 3 and what they've done to that thing is amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
Joe says that he doesn't have a Christopher Lloyd physique, he has a Jackie Coogan physique. Okay, I shall try and find a Jackie Coogan style sized coat for you. It's like a smock, isn't it? It's like, it's almost halfway between a coat and a smock.
We are moving the ball
God.
Clockwise. Clockwise around the body.
Oh, God.
Oh, hey, Lilith. I hope you're doing well.
Enter your riff.
Yes, hello, hello. Is anyone excited to see Exorcist Believer or just... So, here's my beef. I don't dislike David Gordon Green films. I really fucking loved Halloween 2018. I thought it was a great film, genuinely. I thought it was the best Halloween film since at least Halloween 4. Then Halloween Kills came out, and it was just awful. I could not sit through Halloween Kills. It was just everything I disliked about the more excessive side of Halloween movies. And then Halloween Ends is a bit strange. I actually kind of like it. I know it's not for everybody, but I like the fact that they actually did something a little bit different. And, I thought the ending was satisfying for what they were trying to do. Looking at the trailer for Exorcist Believer, it very much comes across as the sort of latter films like Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends type stuff. And it feels almost like a solid one-to-one, like one-size-fits-all cut of that. And I don't know, I just kind of looked at it and went, it's been done. So I'm not thrilled for it, to be honest.
The ball clockwise. Clockwise around the body.
If your ball can do this, you're either a mutant or have severe testicular trauma. Either way, see a dictator.
Ah, yes, a dictator. Specialist
We are
of dick
moving
and
the
balls.
ball clockwise. Clockwise around the body.
These kids are clearly not the Harlem Globetrotters, but with your donation, we can make them so.
We are moving the ball clockwise. Clockwise around the body.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey Jones.
Oh,
and
God.
welcome to the video counterpart to my new memoir.
We are moving the ball
Quick,
clockwise.
roll out the presenter balls.
Clockwise around the body.
En teenwere gewoon te movie die NTO te bodai.
We are moving the ball clockwise. Clockwise around the body.
I think this is the perfect class for Jared from Subway and Jeffrey
Oh,
Jones.
We are moving the ball clockwise.
Should I add that to the tags of this video?
Clockwise around the body.
Jeffrey Jones.
Yes, yes, you
Jeffrey
should.
Jones joke.
Yes, yes, you should.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Oh my god.
Liam says he's heard that Halloween Ends is sort of like the Jason Goes to Hell of the series.
Really?
No, not really. It's kind of not really. In a literal sense, it kind of is, but like in terms of like franchise continuity and consistency, I think it's more in line than some of the other Halloween films, like Halloween 5 and 6 in particular, and H20 are all very far removed from what the first 4 films were trying to do.
Yeah.
Ends feels like a Halloween film to an extent, and it does. Like I say, it just does something a bit different and interesting with the franchise. John Carpenter came out and said that he quite liked it, and John Carpenter only says he quite likes things if money is involved, and he wasn't paid to say that, so... Gotta take things as you can get them. But yeah, the new Exorcist looks a kind of... like, if it's hilariously awful, I might go to see it, but I'm not getting my hopes up for it, honestly. That being said, they're showing the original Exorcist in the cinema in my area over Halloween, so I'm probably going to go check that out. I quite like that one too.
It's like a lot of things.
Overrated, but I quite like it.
It could, like... Well,
Make yourself so valuable your employer can't let you go.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
Sorry, you were saying.
Oh no, I'm just gonna say it's one of those things where you hope that it goes above and beyond expectations, because I do think there will be a lot of people that will be interested in seeing it. And honestly, I didn't mind Exorcist 2, so I have a pretty open view about what an Exorcist movie can be. But I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah. I mean, I think as well, audiences now are a lot more polarized than they were pre-internet age. Like, pre-internet age, people would have a bit more nuance in their opinions on films and how they work. Nowadays, when a new film comes out, because there's a rush to kind of get the soundbite that sums up the movie out there, things are either the greatest thing ever, like Cock of God level amazing, or they're the worst thing in the world, Jeffrey Jones Cock of disappointment. That's going to be my new rating system. It's going to be Cock of God Great or Jeffrey Jones Cock of Disappointment, and that's across the board for everything.
Make yourself so valuable your employer can't let you go.
Manacle yourself to him and then slowly absorb him into your being.
Make yourself so valuable your employer can't let you go.
So when Jared from Subway, Jeffrey Jones and Jeffrey Epstein say bend over, you bend over and spread.
Make yourself so valuable your employer can't let you go.
Now, your employer is Drew Barrymore, so maybe it's time to call her
Oh
Scat.
my god, that's awesome.
Make yourself so valuable your employer can't let you go.
Welcome to the Weinstein Company.
Oh no.
Make yourself so valuable your employer can't let you go.
Establish autonomous besichting on your post.
Make yourself so
Maintain
valuable your
eye
employer
contact.
can't let you go.
Buy our terrorist robes for only $30 with some C4. Pubic hair beard included for free.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Oh, also we stan the SAG-AFTRA strikers, power to the
Absolutely.
people right on.
Oh yeah. That's not even a question. I was gonna add, like, you know, you were talking about how everybody, like, it's either the best thing or the worst thing. Look at the response to, like, the Halloween movies, like the Halloween Ends. Like, if you didn't love that thing, among some groups, you were just like, oh, you're not a true fan. Or if you liked it, amongst other groups, you were, just the worst person ever.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and this is the thing, and that it's strange to see how that kind of affects audience opinion. Like, you do get these people who, like, will say things they don't agree with just because they don't want to be kicked out of their clique. It's really strange.
Oh, yeah.
I don't entirely understand it. And then you get those weirdos who do list videos.
Well played.
No offense to the list people crowd, but
Ooh. Who pulled out a win?
And the winner is...
Hey, good job, Liam. Congratulations.
Nicely handled.
You know, Alyssa, I totally forgot that Dominion was one of the movies. I feel like a dork.
Yeah. I see, you're Venusian riffing well. Congratulations.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm not a fan of gatekeeping either. It happens so easy with people, too. It's just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've hit the point now. I mean, I've been doing this for 7.5, nearly 8 years. I've hit the point now where I've fully accepted that you can't expect everyone to have seen everything and have an opinion on everything.
And it shouldn't.
There's going to be films that are classics that you haven't seen, and it can be a bit of a shock when somebody tells you, they haven't seen, I don't know, Grease or Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th or whatever. But you know what? Everybody has to watch the film for the first time at some time. It's just one of those things, I guess. People get to the films that they need to see as they need to see them.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be a bit churlish to expect people to be like, oh yeah, I've seen all films. You can ask me my solid opinion on anything and I can tell you it straight away.
Right, no, absolutely.
Movies funny.
All right, Dan, go ahead and take this one up.
Okie dokie.
Well, and I know, like, in a lot of ways, I was kind of late to the horror game, so there's tons that I have worked really hard to catch up on. Because I missed so many. And,
oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's, like, everybody's got a different ability to... Drew Barrymore. Oh, God! Drew Barrymore, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize you were with us.
Oh, I read that wrong. I read it as Drewberry and thought it was some kind of fruit.
For everybody else, feel free to join in the, whatchamacallit. We'll get this game started, eh? I didn't realize there was a director's cut of Exorcist 3.
Hello, aspiring riffers.
Yeah, there is. I've actually got it. It's VHS quality, but...
Every clip has a spot.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Round one.
And Joe, no offense against offense against ranking vids.
I'm going to start beef with the ranking vids
Time
people.
to bring the funny.
Well, I think there's always a time and a place, but those people that are like, they'll review, they'll rank like a series that has 3 movies in it, and it's like, 1, 2, 3, awesome. That's if it's all you're doing. There's, I don't know, it's a variety thing, I guess.
I'd have no trouble with people who do list videos, but I'm just going to start imaginary beef because I think it would be funny. What they're going to do, rank my arguments.
They're going to rank your ass.
I hope so. Coming in at number 3, we have Dan's Ass at Halloween. Hot in at number 2, it's Dan's Ass at Christmas, Jingle Balls. And hot at number 1 is Dan's Summer Ass, one of my favourite asses. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
Well, the other thing with ranking videos, I do think that it is a way for folks, it's kind of like showing off a DVD collection. It's that personal aspect of it. If you don't have time to see all the movies, it's a chance to see, it's like anything, it's balance.
Absolutely. I mean, I suppose what the sort of clarity here is the sincerity of it.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen channels now where people just put lists together, not because they actually care about what they're doing, but just because it's the thing to do.
Hey, what's that skunk doing? Eating up the North Pole?
Oh, God.
Would you like to help me clean my pole?
Hey, what's that skunk doing? Eating up the North Pole?
It's Pepe Le Pew. He's probably chasing pussy again.
Hey, what's that skunk doing? Eating up the North Pole?
That skunk really knows how to work a pole.
Hey, what's that skunk doing? Eating up the North Pole?
James Furman's face is melting Indian Jones style. Please stop. Even the R18 rating is too light.
Hey, what's that skunk doing? Eating up the North Pole?
Santa Claus was taken into custody last evening after a stick bomb went off in the North Pole, taking out Dudley Moore and multiple other elves.
Oh no.
Hey, what's that skunk doing? Eating up the North Pole?
He's stinking up the joint. Get him out of here.
Got a favorite riff? Vote now.
Well, my one final thought on rank lists is this. You have to be really careful not to turn into Watch Mojo.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is what I'm saying. Like Joe, for example, I've seen some of his list videos, and he's very good at what he does because he clearly cares about the subjects he talks about. But you do get these people who are just like, here's the top 10 Evil Dead movies, and you realise that there isn't 10 Evil Dead movies and that they've done no research, and they're literally just doing it for clicks, and it's just like something that they've blindly put together with you don't learn anything from them, really. I think if you do it with sincerity, it can work quite well. I mean, I've done list videos for documentaries because documentaries are kind of my Achilles heel when it comes to reviewing them because I don't really know the best way to kind of explain them, so I just group them together into a list and say, hey, check these out.
Right.
But there are channels who I've seen who, like, their entire raison d'etre is they just, like, put together random lists of movies, but they don't discuss the film, they just go, here's number 5.
Number 5 is Blood Harvest?
Go time, Mama Jama.
Yes, it is.
Hey, you're right, Joe. Dudley Moore was... I actually reviewed that, the Santa Claus movie, and Studio Canal was an utter bitch up my ass about trying to get it past the bots. That was awful. It took every trick to get it where it didn't get completely blocked worldwide.
I love Watch Mojo, it's how I live my life.
I live my life one Watch Mojo episode at a time.
I only act when Watch Mojo tells me to act.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and we're counting down the top 10 child molesters.
I seek a
Is
fourth
that top
horseman
10
for my
best or
apocalypse.
worst, or...
Van Helsing chickened out, so I thought you might come in, Pingu.
Ew.
Jeffrey Jones.
I'm sensing a trend on the night.
No butthole raccoons as of yet, but it could still change.
Yeah. What if Jeffrey Jones is a,
Want to sell me your car?
What if Jeffrey Jones is an anal raccoon?
I was going to say Jeffrey Jones Butthole
I'd like to
Raccoon is
talk
the
to
name
you
of my
about your
punk
car's
band, but from
extended
Seattle.
warranty.
Nice.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
Nothing like spending 3 hours rendering a video and 30 minutes to upload it just to have WBTV notice you use 10 seconds of footage. Yeah. No, that's annoying
God,
as
yeah.
hell.
Like, if I've boycotted Studio Canal now for like 4 years because I gave up trying to review their movies because every time you uploaded one, they wouldn't just claim 5 seconds, they'd claim the whole bloody thing.
Oh, yeah.
You'd just have to like blank the whole video.
And if it was over 15 minutes, and that's most studio cases, the automatic world block.
Yeah. And under 15 minutes, sometimes they even restrict it.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
The riffs just keep on coming. Time for the next round.
Excuse me.
Impressive. 7 out of 10.
Time to bring the
I
funny.
still wonder how Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny actually got made.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Lots of very, very big drugs.
Oh no, Joe, I agree. Anything by Toho or Nintendo. There were some really big creators that got knocked out of the game by Toho. Watch Mojo's top 10 trip belches. I'm sorry.
You know what? Why not? What else are they gonna do?
That's for sure.
When we're talking about Watch Mojo, anybody here like Cinema Sins?
You know, when I first started watching YouTube, I kind of did, but then it got really old really quick because it was literally the same thing over and over.
I quite enjoyed their Room one.
Oh, that's cool, Jen. Any faves?
Yeah.
Like I did like I think that there have been some cultural zeitgeist with them, like you know, the Prometheus school of running away from things, and like, you know, if you eat an apple, you're an asshole.
I think they kind of went the way of Channel Awesome, in the sense of there was like a period of time where they were really, really like, you know, the thing.
But they never changed. They never updated. You know?
Yeah, they stayed exactly the same. And you know what? Some people, it's called the Mike Love effect. Don't mess with the formula. Sometimes it works.
Did you know we are in the back of a theme park? No? See you on the internet.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we will be counting the top 10 kids Jeffrey Jones in a bunny costume has kidnapped.
Oh no.
In your Protect and Survive handbook, turn to the page documenting how to avoid terrifying anthropomorphic bunnies and the dangers of DeviantArt.
Come on, Roger, Eddie, and Jessica are waiting for their Christmas presents. The ice cream bunny then took his batch of fresh children to the camp where they will be put into the device.
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
I don't know if I'm familiar with Ashens. I probably should be.
Ashens is pretty. Ashens is pretty decent. He largely reviews tat, so like he goes to places like Poundland and Pound World, and he buys strange things that they sell there because they sell really strange things in those places, and then he reviews them. He's good. The only problem I have with Ashens is he's very inconsistent with uploading. He puts like a video up every couple of months, or he tries to do one video a month, but it never usually sticks. But he seems like a really nice guy.
Well, I, for one, am impressed.
Yeah. Red Letter Media, you know what? I loved Red Letter Media. I really, really did. But in the last few months, I've kind of got a little shaky with them. The last couple of Wheel of the Worst just weren't quite for me. I don't know whether that's a me thing or a them thing. Probably a me thing.
I was going to say their last one was pretty solid, but, you know, it's everything has its time, so.
I love what I see.
Would you like to touch what you see?
It's go time, Mama Jama.
That movie, oh my god. The one I kind of lost track of, what was it, the one where they like change up what they say, so like they'll bad lip reading.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh, Kurt mentioned the cinema stuff. You know what? It's a similar situation to Channel Awesome. Really, is I used to. 1 second.
I love what I see.
Would you like to touch what you see?
What? And get arrested? No, thank you.
Do you like what you see?
I love what I see.
Would you like to touch what you see?
I'd like to watch Jeffrey Jones reach up inside you and pet your anal raccoon.
Oh my god.
Do you like what you
okay.
I love what I see.
Would you like to touch what you see?
Let me just unveil my 10-foot penis, stolen from the set of Ken Russell's Listomania. Roger Daltrey wasn't pleased.
Do you like what you see?
I love what I see.
Would you like to touch what you see?
Oh, touch what you see.
Do you like what you see?
I love what I see.
Would you like to touch what you see?
Boobies. I mean, yes. I mean, boobies.
Dan?
Do you like what you see?
We talked about this.
I love what I see.
Would you like to touch what you see?
Not really, you're a fully grown adult, so
Oh,
it's less
shit!
fun.
That's your favorite?
no.
Also, Joe says that the British voice is throwing him off because it sounds a little bit like you.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be causing issues. No, I was gonna say, when it comes to the cinema snob, like, one of the reasons I started doing YouTube mainly was because I used to love the cinema snob and his videos that were very informative and entertaining. Sometime around 2014, I sort of noticed a bit of a quality dip, at least to my eyes, and just slowly kind of drifted away from him. I don't know what he's been up to in recent years, but yeah, I kind of lost favour with him, and then that whole change the channel thing came out, and he sided with Doug Walker over some of the allegations, and I was just kind of like, yeah. So.
I'll need 2 volunteers to see what's up there.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
The only good thing about Channel Awesome was it introduced me to everyone who wasn't Doug Walker. Yeah, Joe, that's... I think in short bursts. Like, I remember watching... He did a review where he was very, very sincere in talking about the ins and outs of it and how it affected him. And when you get real person Doug Walker, I don't think it's as bad. But yeah, there's so much... It's bombastic for the sake of bombastic, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean Bean is being dead is the airplane peanuts of YouTube jokes. That and the Jeffrey Epstein didn't off himself.
Yeah. It's kind of difficult, really, as well, because like so many creators kind of work in isolation these days. I mean, we're kind of the format that breaks the rule, but
Only thing he saw up there was Barry Letts struggling to maneuver his out-of-control dinosaur puppets.
I'll need 2 volunteers.
I understood that reference.
Hopefully Jared from Subway isn't up there.
I'll need 2 volunteers to see what's up there.
That's how JFK recruited Armstrong and Aldrin.
I'll need 2 volunteers to see what's up there.
Bring me your 2 smallest men. Stat.
I'll need 2 volunteers to see what's up there.
Fuck off, I'm not volunteering for shit.
I'll need 2 volunteers to see what's up there.
Now get up there and crawl into my hole like an anal raccoon.
Here we go again. Time to vote.
Yeah, but like a lot of creators that I know work in isolation, and they always say, "Oh, I should collab more, or I should do more, I should reach out more." And I find it's dangerous to work solely on your own when it comes to stuff like this, because it's a very easy way to kind of get lost in your own thoughts a little bit. Sometimes having an outside opinion on stuff, even if it's just double checking, even if it's just somebody to double check what you're doing or to just offer advice, can be really, really beneficial to the process. And being a creator can be quite a lonely experience as well. I mean, like I say, we're kind of the exception that breaks the rule, because we're never bloody off YouTube from the way things are going generally. Swear to God, I mean, there was at least one day I can recall where you said you'd got like 3 live streams back to back.
Oh yeah.
It's like, Jesus.
Hey, good job, Liam.
Hey, nice going, man. Nice going.
I think the thing that put a lot of people off of Doug Walker as well was at least in the people that I talked to, was his review of The Wall. Like they went so over the top on their review of that, and just they were treating it like something like Fun in Balloon Land, you know?
I remember Fun in Balloon Land. The nightmares.
Yes.
The nightmares return.
Yes. The cast.
Yeah,
Let's see,
that
who do we
Wall
got
review
here?
was
something else. Yeah.
Someone else.
We got James as the man in crowd. We got the strangled witch was you. The Diet Coke victim was fart noise. Ooh, I don't know that Drew Barry would make a very good technological professor. And friend of organ player number 1 is Stefano. Yeah.
Nicely handled.
That wall review. Oof.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now you see, one of the things I do still like about Doug Walker's channel, when he does his After These Messages commercials review, I love old commercials. So whenever he picks those up, it's fun. But they seem kind of different to what he normally does. I'll let you jump in on this one, by the way, Trev, because I did the last one. So
Watch Mojo has joined us. Oh my god.
I used to quite enjoy. There was a channel, awesome guy called Nash. He used to do a show called What the Fuck Is Wrong With You, where he'd just basically look at newspapers and find all the weird stories that had happened. The amount of people who keep guns in their vaginas in America is frankly scary to me.
I don't think it would fit in mine.
Hey, Molly, you want to go swimming in the hot tub?
No thanks, Andy. Maybe later.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
But similar to Cinema Sins, once you've done like 2 years of watching that and it starts getting quite repetitive, you do kind of drift a little bit. There was a guy on there called Mike J. He used to do weird diets, which was strange but fun. So I think I'm still subscribed to him, but I haven't seen any videos of him in a very long time. Yeah, I don't know. I saw somebody actually, funnily enough, this afternoon mention that despite being subscribed to so many people, they just haven't had the time or volition to really have a proper YouTube binge session like they used to be able to. And I'm kind of in a little bit of the same boat. Like, you know, I see videos pop up in my feed and I go, oh, you know, I'll give that a watch at some point. But it's just finding the time these days. Things are so crazy, you know.
Oh, I would agree.
Oh, Joe, you Patreon my Jay. Nice.
You want to go
nice.
swimming in the
He's
hot
a nice
tub?
bloke.
No, thanks,
He
Andy.
doesn't
Maybe
live too
later.
far from where
Oh,
I
man.
live, but
Now what I'm gonna do with these blue balls?
Hey, Molly, you want to go swimming in the hot tub?
No thanks, Andy. Maybe later.
I found a pube on your kettle. There is no way in hell I'm going in your hot tub.
Hey, Molly, you want to go swimming in the hot tub?
No thanks, Andy. Maybe later.
You absolutely twat. How do you swim in a hot tub?
Hey, Molly, you want to go swimming in the hot tub?
No thanks, Andy. Maybe later.
Lesbian beach.
Hey, Molly, you want to go swimming in the hot tub?
No thanks, Andy. Maybe later.
Great, now I can't put jelly in the pool.
Hey, Molly, you want to go swimming in the hot tub?
No thanks, Andy. Maybe later.
Neil Blaine called HA once his Jeffrey Jones slips back.
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
you know, me and my missus, we watch My J as well, Joe. So it's good to see that it's kind of a couple. I like it because of the weird food, and she likes it just to see whether it actually turns out the diet's kind of useful. There's one guy who I found recently called Stuart Millard, and he does lots of interesting reviews. I think I mentioned him on the last stream briefly, but he reviews old British television and like cheap tape, kind of like RLM.
Oh, nice.
He's got a very dry sense of humour. He's very entertaining.
I think that is the thing. It's not only like, even as a viewer, like keeping up with your favorite people, like watching them, but then also
she
being
will
consistent.
destroy the enemies in our path. Strike.
It's that time again. Enter your riff now.
Sorry, you were saying.
Oh, it's that's one thing too. As a viewer, like you say, it's hard to maintain that. Like it does take extra effort to keep up with any creator you want to keep watching. Like it takes that presence of mind to be like. Sorry, it's not really that obvious. It's not that, crazy of a point, but.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Liam says that he did a challenge where he ate nothing but cheese for a week and the soul left his eyes after day 3. Oh yeah, as somebody who's eaten too much cheese, I can confirm there is such a thing as too much cheese. When you hit that cheese wall and start getting the cheese sweats,
yeah,
not good. Most uncivil.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too, at least with YouTube, like, I don't know that, because I was looking at one guy's content that I hadn't watched in a bit, and I didn't get notifications for like half of the stuff that he had done. And maybe it's just like, you know, you're only allowed so many things per day or whatever, and it just like I couldn't believe how many I missed because it was consistent.
Oh yeah, it's shocking.
So that she will destroy the enemies in our path. Strike.
The infidels will never get away. Their pain won't end.
So that she will destroy the enemies in our path. Strike.
Fuck off. He preferred the breast areas to the neck.
So that she will destroy the enemies in our path. Strike.
Where's a perfectly placed piece of glass when you need it?
So that she will destroy the enemies in our path. Strike.
This is when he learned that the thief and then stole Jeffrey Jones and made him watch Mojo.
Yeah, you're right.
So that she will destroy the enemies
foiled
in our
again.
path.
God damn it.
Strike.
He did it all for TITSSSSSS.
So that she will destroy the enemies in our path. Strike.
I'm sorry, this has never happened to me before. I'm normally good at this.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
Also, Joe, just want to give you some kudos on the Scooby-Doo dropped frames shorts videos you've been popping up. They've really made me laugh. It's amazing what animators got away with back in the day, genuinely.
Oh yeah.
They're really good.
I remember watching old G.I. Joe and like you see someone like bust through a wall Kool-Aid Man style.
I do like blur frames. They're really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them in The Simpsons. One of my favourite ones, there's a website that sort of grabs together all of the images of Simpsons characters staring head on towards the camera, and they always have such weird faces because they're kind of so sharp on the angle. It's really good fun.
Nice.
Check out the high score on
Kurt
this
says the
one,
cheese
people.
sweats are common in Wisconsin.
They are.
I feel that. I feel that.
Well,
I get so tired and full, it's horrible.
Jen, my thought is that you probably run into a couple of 2x4s and end up with several nails impaled in your forehead.
Round 3.
Yay!
I've got to see Jack. We can't let that kid hang.
Okay. Take a deep breath and enter your riff.
Yeah, Joe. I think that was a really good shout. Because, like I say, it's amazing what animation teams got away with pre kind of digital animation. So to sort of be able to see the highlights of that is really neat.
I've got to see Jack. We can't let that kid hang.
OH, no, not this shit again. Comrade, please.
I've got to see Jack. We can't let that kid hang.
We gotta get Jack to get that kid off. We gotta jack him off. Jack him off.
Baba Booey. I've got to see Jack. We can't let that kid hang.
You got any shells for sale?
I've got to see Jack. We can't let that kid hang.
He can't keep watching Watch Mojo videos forever.
I've got to see Jack. We can't let that kid hang.
Because HA did it all for the NUKEA, the NUKEA. Now let him eat that cookie.
I've got to see Jack. We can't let that kid hang.
I'll feel better if I leave him with Jeffrey Jones.
Got a favorite riff? Vote
What?
now.
Oh wow, really? I didn't realize the Rescuers like a topless. Wow, holy shit! You know,
Delightful.
Yeah, I would imagine that a lot of like cartoon is over the course of time. You just get so sick of doing it. It's like, oh fuck this. Literally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's the Little Mermaid debacle as well. So.
Yeah. And the supposed
Everything
thing with
is
Aladdin.
penises eventually.
It does ultimately all come back to that, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
Take your time.
Phallic symbol.
I'll just sit here quietly.
Oh.
Boom, boom,
So,
boom, boom.
separating the men from the boys and the women from the girls here. Question for the chat.
Well, look at this hot shot.
Do you put mayonnaise on your sandwiches? Yes or no?
Ew.
Ew?
Ew.
What do you mean, ew?
I don't do. Why? Mayo is. No.
You don't like mayo?
I don't like mayo. I like chipotle. Oh my goodness.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
Sorry, let me get this straight. Triv, my best buddy.
Yeah.
My bromeo, my faithful companion on my adventures through time and space. Triv, my compadre, my sweet cheese, my good time boy. Are you saying that you don't like mayonnaise?
Yes, basically. I do enjoy like chipotle mayo. I enjoy it as part of things, but mayo itself can no. You know?
Well,
yeah.
This will be the last stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in.
Pork chops and twipes. Oh shit, get the fuck out of here.
I take it you are a mayo aficionado.
My speech.
I am pro mayo.
Schultz.
That was my only copy of Memoirs of an Anal Raccoon.
There goes Roe v. Wade.
Oh God.
Oh no.
And that's when Norman figured out how Trump wrote his scripts.
Get your shit together, Norman. For fuck's sake, man. You're getting up there, man.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
See, I just assumed that everyone enjoyed mayonnaise because it is, as Joe rightly puts it, ambrosia, food of the gods. You know, if it's good enough for King Kurt, who also is pro mayo, you know, I'm very disappointed in you, Trev. I thought you were better than this.
I like ketchup. I put ketchup on everything.
But that's,
or brown sauce.
That does not make up. That does not make up for it.
Why not? Please tell me what is so special about mayo.
Mayo is a delightful filler in a sandwich. It's
Really?
a slightly eggy tasting, creamy goodness that enhances the flavour of meat, salads.
Ugh.
It is an improvement on general in food.
Really?
Most sandwiches are improved with mayonnaise.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Take off
Oh
that
yeah.
silly costume.
100%.
Okay.
I'm surprised. I thought somebody who was pro pineapple on a pizza would also be pro mayo, and I'm kind of disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I just thought I was hanging around with cool people, and guess that's not the case anymore.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I had to let you down eventually.
So I feel lied to. I feel like our lives have been a sham. Joe has the right idea. I put mine on chips and fries as well. I think it's really nice. That's how they do it, I think, in Holland. Yeah. A mayo on fries is fantastic.
Now let me explain.
And
I do enjoy mayo like as part of things. So like chipotle mayo if it's in a salad or like a whatever. But on its own as part of a sandwich, I just don't get it.
See, chipotle mayo, I completely agree with you on. Chipotle mayo is even better than normal mayo because it goes really well with chicken and things like that. Liam's got the right idea as well. Salad cream is the poor man's mayo. Nick says he's going to send you a gallon of mayo for Christmas.
Well, feel free. I'll just let it sit outside and let it freeze.
Kurt's asking what brown sauce is. So brown sauce is a bit of an oddity. It's... Oh, I'll tell you in a minute.
Mitch O'Connor.
Take off that silly costume.
Never get your boyfriend from the Halloween store.
Take off that silly costume.
Costume, this is my birthday suit, puta.
Take off that silly costume.
Mooi is juffrou Jonas' favoriete ding te slatter ons kondom. Jou sis is toe gewillig dat sluk hy veel wen jy slides en toe sy aanbrengs.
Take off that silly costume.
Who put these bones, these dry bones here?
Take off that
We
silly
should mail
costume.
up these bones.
Take off that silly skeleton.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Brown sauce is it's a similar consistency to ketchup, but it's more suited towards savoury meats, so things like bacon or sausage. It's kind of got... It's very tangy, but it's not fruity tangy. It's more kind of... it doesn't taste like English mustard, but that's the kind of closest I can kind of put. It's got almost like a spice to it. It's very rich, and it can cause heartburn very, very easily. But you tend to have it with things like sausage or bacon, and it enhances the flavour of the meat. It's sort of a similar category to A1 barbecue sauce, but like without the barbecue-y element, if you know what I'm saying.
That's kind of what I was gonna say too. It's very much like a steak sauce, but not. Hey, look at that! Good job, Liam.
Yeah, wow, 3 games in a row, Liam. You are storming it
Absolutely. And Joe, yes, I understand you're talking about mayo and not Miracle Whip. I never got into them. It's like I don't do butter on sandwiches. Like I'll do butter in stuff. I don't know. It's just never been my thing.
Whoa! Stop the phone again.
Like I'm not gonna I'm gonna do
butter on.
I put butter on toast, but otherwise, like I'm not gonna sit there and do like butter on my sandwich.
You don't butter sandwiches.
No.
What
like
is
I
this
say,
madness
I do
that's been
other.
going on?
I have an entire fridge full of condiments that I use in place of that. Like I do pesto, or I do ketchup, or barbecue sauce, or brown sauce.
My life is a lie. I've been in a sham collaboration for the last 2 years.
By the way, it's your turn to play. No, my
okay.
sandwiches are not dry because I do ketchup, I do like barbecue sauce, I do all kinds of other stuff. And I do
Viv needs
toast
you to
with...
know right now she has very dry baps.
Yeah, my my taco is very dry.
Okay, so right.
Okay,
Hang on.
okay.
I gotta get to the bottom of this.
Understood.
So, right. Sour cream. Where are you with sour cream?
I do it as like additional stuff. Like if it has stuff in it, I don't do sour cream straight up, but if it's like part of a dip, then yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I just I'm suffering from like shell shock. I feel very detached from the world right now. Just I wish I had taken drugs now.
And cream cheese is kind of the same thing. I do it with other stuff. Like I don't eat it straight. I put it with other stuff.
Every clip has a spot to write your own joke or riff, as we call
Like I do like cheesecakes, and I'll do dips with cream cheese.
Comedy professionals at a slight point deduction.
Well, it just means that going forward we can do #Team Mayo. So.
Oh my god.
It's go time, Mama Jama. Enter your riff now.
See, now what I will do, and you're probably going to think I'm even worse, is I do peanut butter and cheese on sandwiches. Or peanut butter and bananas.
It's good. I can get behind peanut butter and banana. Oh, Liam, by the way, I owe you a question from the Bastarding 8 Ball of Truth. So if you have a yes or no one, just let me know and I'll give
You
you
owe
my
him a
ball
couple
of
of sandwiches, actually.
Yeah. So ask away. You can do 2 questions because I think you won the last game as well. Apologies. We were caught up. I had my world rocked about 10 minutes ago. So
Yes,
Hope
thank
you.
you.
Can forgive me.
Peanut butter and cheese is awesome on toast. It's also like those little crackers. Yeah.
I agree. Peanut butter and cheese is a fine enough combination. I don't have an issue with that. I'm still stuck at you don't butter bread for salmon. Like in English, just to clarify.
I don't really do a lot of bread. I don't ever do a lot of bread though either.
Team Allen will eat.
Poor Papa.
Oh, my aching dry taco.
Poor Papa.
Herr Klaus must rest. Call Dr. Cadaver at once.
Poor Papa.
Right on my Santa's little helpers.
Poor Papa.
My balls. My beautiful, beautiful balls.
Poor Papa.
My anus is bleeding.
Time to place your vote, fellow.
Oh my
No, not for a second just having a specific go at yourself. It's just a common thing in Britain, at least, is whenever you make a sandwich, you always butter it to put the meat on it, unless you like got a specific like allergy or like the lactose intolerant or something. 90% of the sandwiches you buy in this country will either be buttered or have mayonnaise on them in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, and if it is buttered, like if I get a sandwich like from a convenience store and it's buttered, I'm not gonna make that big of a deal of it. But just for myself, I don't. But like if you're talking toast, I'll put butter on there. I had a traumatic incident when I was dating this guy. His mom would sit there with a crock of like butter and like eat it like frosting, and I just Oh, Mikey, you silly little bastard.
God bless Mikey.
Also, Nick, I love peanut butter and chocolate, so fuck you. Not literally, of course, because that would be rude.
Reese's, my friend. Reese's.
You see, Joe, that right there, slopped on chocolate bar and someone's can of peanut butter, that's how you get COVID. Apparently.
So,
yeah.
Sorry, I'm hung up now on your ex's mother eating butter like
icing. Yes.
Yeah.
It was traumatic.
I imagine it would be. I'm not fond of that. That is not setting me up well for the weekend.
No, I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Well, I guess we're just going to have to put aside our differences and get through the rest of the stream with what dignity we have left.
That's not a toy.
I'm very upset.
My tits. My beautiful, beautiful tits.
That's not a toy. Mikey, no!
Sadly, the anal raccoon did not survive.
That's not a toy. Mikey, no!
Oh, God.
Shocking. Positively shocking.
I understood that reference.
Mikey, no!
Weird new spa treatment, but it works.
Leaves y'all sparkly.
That's not a toy. Mikey, no!
Shocking. Positively shocking.
Oh God, there's two of them.
That's not a toy. Mikey, no!
Burn, baby, burn. Yes, sigo, inferno. Burn, baby, burn.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Hashtag dry track taco. Hashtag pro mayo.
Oh man, raw onion on white bread. Oh,
You see, I can't eat raw onion, unfortunately. I have acid reflux, and if I eat a raw onion, my heart explodes.
That's not fun.
No, it's not fun at all. Liam asks your opinion on Simon Mayo. For context, Simon Mayo is a UK DJ. He is the radio equivalent of mayonnaise. So,
I'm gonna assume that since his last name is Mayo, I probably shouldn't like him.
Probably.
Unless he's in like a nice summer salad or like something like that. Or like something like with Chipotle mayo.
Round 3.
Yeah.
We wouldn't want some sort of accident.
Oh, I love Rotor.
I got the feeling this is how Terminator got started.
It's that time again. Enter your riff.
Oh, Nick, my dad ate liver and onions all the time. He didn't eat tripe though.
Oh, I love liver and onions.
That's weird, man.
It's one of those ones that I don't get it very often because they don't sell good stuff over here that often. You have to go to like a butcher to properly get the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so good. Nice bit of mash, some proper gravy made from the liver. It's a real winter treat.
I could see that.
Caramelized onions as well. Can eat as many caramelized onions as ever. There's just something about the acidity in raw onion that just like, if I eat more than a tiny bit of it, like my whole body just goes, "What the fuck did you do that for?" and puts me in recovery mode. So Mark Kermode is the radio equivalent of ketchup. Yeah, he is. That's actually a pretty good analogy. Still makes me laugh that Mark Kermode, this big... Oh, what's that?
Accident.
Yeah, I got the feeling this is how Terminator got started.
Asshole doesn't give me oil like he used to.
We wouldn't want some sort of accident.
Yeah, I got the feeling this is how Terminator got started.
My microchips. My beautiful, beautiful microchips.
We wouldn't want some sort of accident.
Yeah, I got the feeling this is how Terminator got started.
Unfortunately, the next time James Cameron got diarrhea I came up with his murefesse. I mean Avatar.
We wouldn't want some sort of accident.
Yeah, I got the feeling this is how Terminator got started.
Don't tempt me.
We wouldn't want some sort of accident.
Yeah, I got the feeling this is how Terminator got started.
Could be worse. I could be a real girl doll in Trump's closet.
Oh, Jesus.
We wouldn't want some sort of accident.
Yeah, I got the feeling this is how Terminator got started.
Come on, let's make a new watch moho video.
Got a favorite riff? Vote now.
Yeah, Mark Kermode still makes me laugh. He's a very famous BBC film critic, but he's kind of considered like the culty film critic outside.
Oh.
There's another one called Kim Newman, but he's kind of considered the one who does more culty reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And he, in one of his books, famously did like an entire chapter where he was like, yeah, if you do YouTube reviews, you're not a real critic.
Oh my god.
Like, the only way you're a real critic is if you've written for magazines and newspapers for like 10 years or been like a radio critic for however long. But if you just do videos on YouTube, you're not a proper critic. I love Mark Kermode, but that's one of the few things I really solidly disagree with him on.
Right, no, that's understandable.
I think it's a very curmudgeonly viewpoint, but...
Oh, it is it's very old school. Also, Joe, to answer your question, I like ham salad and chicken salad. I really don't do egg salad per se. I do enjoy Braunschweiger, which maybe that's a Midwest thing, but it's kind of like a spreadable sort of like ham salad, but it's more like sausage-esque. I think you'd really like it, Dan.
Yeah, I know you've mentioned the strange exotic meats of the Midwest to me a couple of times, but due to draconian laws on hygiene and food safety, they won't let you send any to me.
2,
3, testing. Norton?
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff.
Oh, Joe, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, Oof. No, that's understandable. All good. And Kurt, yes, we do love our meats. Yes, you should have said worst. Kurt, is there more Norman out there, or did Rifftrax kind of do all that was available? I wasn't really terribly familiar with Norman outside of what they did.
Yeah, I've not seen any Norman.
Yeah. I mean, they used to do it with their live stuff, but they haven't done anything for a long time, so I just assumed maybe that was just those 2 or 3, so... They're such weird little movies. Oh, they did all the ones available. Okay, cool. That's good to know.
There is, of course, the secret Lost Norman movie, Norman Hangs with Jeffrey Jones.
Oh, God. Well, that would probably be a way to off Jeffrey Jones a little quicker because Norman is so very, klutz-worthy, or he's very klutzy.
Oh yeah. I think we just need more Shoji
Testing.
Tabuchi, to be honest.
1,
Oh,
2,
yeah.
3. Testing. Norton?
Bruh.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Norton?
I think we established it was just a test. Thank you. Who invited this guy?
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Norton?
Your antivirus is shit.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Norton?
Fuck all your sales.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Norton?
It's just one of those days when you don't wanna wake up. Everything is fucked. Everybody sucks.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Norton?
Fuck.
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now
Yeah.
time to vote.
Grace Randolph can eat a bag of dicks, in my personal opinion.
If I knew who that was, I would probably be quite upset. Then again, though, I don't know whether this Grace Randolph person is like the pro-mayo to your anti-mayo, so I don't know, it could turn out that this is another one of these great rifts that we now have in our friendship, so...
Oh man, I'm so sorry for screwing things up, but I'm pretty sure you would feel the same way about Grace Randolph.
Okay. I'll have to look her up at some point. Do I want to look her up, or can I just take your word for it?
I mean, if you don't take my word for it, take Nick's word for it.
Now would be a good
I'll take
time
your
to
word
vote.
for it. I trust your judgment. You're good with pineapple on pizza, so...
Well, yeah, duh. So
Oh, yeah,
I'm
question
not
for
a
the
total
chat.
monster.
Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay? Let's start this one up again.
Well, look at this.
Absolutely.
hotshot.
This is where everyone in the chat goes no to pineapple on pizza, and we just start fighting the chat together.
I'm okay with that, you know?
United over a common goal.
Yes. We got a yay, we got a god nay. We have a yes sometimes, so we have a yes, no, and maybe.
It's the final round.
Oh, Jim. Captain's right. I did a very stupid thing.
This mustache.
Okay. Take a
Jen,
deep
I
breath.
saw a little bit about Russell
Enter your
Brand.
riff.
I didn't get what was going on with it. I just saw that he was trending.
I can fill you in.
Oh, we got a
No pun
bastarding ball of truth question as well. When you get time.
Ooh. Yeah, sure.
Let's see.
No, the Russell Brand thing is...
Good.
Oh, no, I was just going to say the Russell Brand thing is basically... in the most unsurprising news ever, 4 women have come forward to say that he molested them or did various SA-related things to them. Like I say, it's been bigged up in the British press as like, on Saturday, we're going to unveil a secret paedophile network of comedians or something like that. And it's a bit of a non-story because he's been upfront that he's done this for like years and nobody's said anything until now.
Oh, Jim. Captain's right. I did a very stupid thing.
Jy het aan Istriam Sandwig vir die first team in 47 jaar.
Oh, Jim. Captain's right. I did a very stupid thing.
Yeah, you shouldn't have stolen Jim Jones' anal raccoon.
Oh, Jim. Captain's right. I did a very stupid thing.
I bet on the Houston Texans.
Oh, Jim. Captain's right. I did a very stupid thing.
No, not the mind probe.
Oh, Jim. Captain's right. I did a very stupid thing.
I watched a Giuseppe Andrews movie.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
But yeah, Joe put it best. He said it was another open secret. Yeah, like he's written it in his autobiographies at least twice that these things went on.
Wow.
It's been going on for years, and it's been very open about it. So the fact that the media is now like, "Can you believe he did this?" I'm like, "Yes, I can." you know.
Oh, Joe says Russell Brand is like Jack Sparrow, but with like 500% more sexual assault.
Basically.
Oh my god. Also the bastarding 8 Ball of Truth question. I'll, I guess, wait till after this. Hey, nice job, Dan.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you.
Will cinema ever top Roger Daltrey's having a 10-foot penis in Listomania?
Okay, Bastarding 8 Ball. Will cinema ever top Roger Daltrey having a 10-foot penis in Listomania? Oh, this ball hurts. Blue balls. It's been a while since I've shaken it. Chances aren't good.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I guess we peaked.
Yeah. So
Thank you very
Senenchal
much, by the
is
way, guys.
James. Bamf in a red jacket, unaccredited is Fart Noise. The guy from Harlem is Stefano. Toilet guy is Liam. And wife in car is Drew Barry.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Again, Liam, you've got one more question for the Bastarding Ball. If you want to ask it, feel free. And I'll let you jump in on this one, Triv, because I've just jumped in on this one.
Sounds good. Oh. Damn it. Oh, I screwed something up. What did I screw up? Ah, damn it. Hang on.
Okay, Joe, we'll make this next couple of games very boring just for you.
Alrighty.
Oh, I Love Mayo has joined the chat. Fantastic. I look forward to their various Mayo-based puns.
Each round of write a riff mode. A movie.
May your dog
Every
walking
clip has
be
a spot to write your own
successful.
joke or riff, as we call it. If you're stuck, you can choose a randomly assigned riff from one of our own professional comedy professionals at a slight point deduction. Everyone's riff. Round one.
Grandfathers are pretty popular in most families, and Grandpa Bradford is no exception.
It's that time again. Enter your riff now.
What is Pyrenees?
Oh, Pyrenees is amazing. Just to put it to bed, by the way, I am team pineapple on pizza. I think it's incredible and amazing and wonderful, and it makes yummy in my tummy.
Same.
But I'm pretty sure you're pro pineapple on pizza as well.
Hugely pro pineapple on pizza. I had a flatbread pineapple on pizza for lunch today.
Oh, magnifique. Pyrenees, there's a company over here, and I don't know if it's in the States, called Nando's.
We do
they
not
basically
have that.
specialise. Yeah, so Nando's is basically, it's a company that specialises in rotisserie chicken type dishes.
Grandpa Bradford is no exception.
The children will be sad when we sell him to the glue factory.
Grandfathers are pretty popular in most families, and Grandpa Bradford is no exception.
Because this grandfather isn't as touchy as the other grandfather we don't talk about.
Grandfathers are pretty popular in most families, and Grandpa Bradford is no exception.
He watches GB News.
Oh God, no!
Grandfathers are pretty popular in most families, and Grandpa Bradford is no exception.
Jy ontslappe my om te as en sit terug by jou mislike maal.
Grandfathers are pretty popular in most families, and Grandpa Bradford is no exception.
He's got a golden ticket, and isn't a piece of shit like Grandpa Joe.
Damn!
Grandfathers are pretty popular in most families, and Grandpa Bradford is no exception.
It's the law, thanks to the Popular Grandpa Act of 1924.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Yeah, so there's a company over here called Nando's. They specialise in like rotisserie chicken style dishes, and they have an array of hot sauces that they call peri peri sauce, and it sort of ranges from really mild to like red hot.
Okay.
But what they did recently is they put that sauce into mayonnaise and created Pyrenees. And they do 3 flavours. I think they do mild, spicy, and very spicy. And I quite like the mild one. It's basically this chipotle chili mixed with mayonnaise.
Yum.
It's really good. Like I say, you can go. I don't eat at Nando's, but like you can go and buy like a rotisserie chicken and the mayonnaise in the supermarket, and you can put them together. It's so good.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Good.
I'll have to see if I can find something like that on Amazon.
Yeah, no, certainly. Also, Nick says we're both fired from the fifth dimension now.
It's okay.
Gary.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
Oh, Jen asks...
And also, James,
Oh, good.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, Jen asks, who are the others they know, or they said they are going to expose? Do you know Dan, or just don't know?
So just before I jumped on the stream, I did have a quick sort of browse around, but I couldn't find any solid names, so I don't know whether they're going to come out a little bit later or whether they just haven't made it on because of the Russell Brand stuff pushing their names off the paper. But yeah, apparently there's like 2 or 3 others who have done things, but
yeah,
I don't know, unfortunately. I was going to say to James as well, I actually do have a Blu-ray copy of Listomania. It's a bootleg, but it's somebody did an AI upscale on an original 35mm print to get it to 1080p. It looks really, really nice. It's really stable. I mean, it's not as good as like a full ground-up restoration, but
Get your ass
it does the
back in
job.
here and sing Tiptoe Through the Tulips, motherfucker.
Gary.
We need you to help dig the shallow graves in the dirt floor basement.
Oh no.
Gary.
Not again.
I chuckle at every time I think about cow tools.
Gary.
This is what happens when you like things like pineapple on pizza and hate butter on toast.
I like butter on toast. I just don't like butter by itself.
Shut up and don't sing about living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight.
Gary.
Coleman, we have to save you from being shot up at the Paradise Mall.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
Oh, Liam, I've only been to Nando's twice, and the first time I went, because I didn't know how hot the sauces were, I went for the hot, because it's like a scale of 5. I went for the hot, like the middle ground hot one, and my lips swelled up to the size of Billy Piper's. It was just insane. So
Did David
that put
Tennant
me
come
off
over
going
and say
back.
hello?
He did. He tried to abduct me for an adventure in space and time.
And you didn't go?
But I said no. No, I had to look after the missus, Corblimey.
Ah, damn
The
it.
missus needed looking after. Could not fight the Daleks, mate. Gotta be home in time for the missus.
Let's see, the last dog walk up for the night is always the longest because I inadvertently make her expect neck scratches when we get back inside. So now she won't budge until we're done and until she's got me. Aww. That's
you
so
extra
cute.
scratches from us.
Aww. That's so Tons Arms!
That is beautiful.
Boom,
We are
boom.
pro neck scritches over here.
Yes.
Round 3.
And back scritches too. You missed part of it.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
Let's see. I
James
have
says
the
his granddad thought that Peri Peri was too much. Yeah.
Oh, my parents do that with salt sometimes, like pepperoni, like basic pepperoni is too
Yeah.
hot for them sometimes.
Aww.
The most recent DVD of Listomania was put out by Rick Wakeman, and has an advert for his YouTube channel before the film, which I find quite amusing.
Yeah, especially given what he plays in the film. That's interesting. Oh, and thank you so much, Jen. That's really kind of you to say. You know, honestly, I take the piss out of Triv a lot, and you guys a lot, and myself a lot, and anyone who does anything fun ever a lot. But well, you guys are all right.
Yeah, we
It's
love
nice-
you guys.
It's nice to do this. And yeah, we do. We do. Apart from anyone who doesn't like Mayo, of course.
Oh, fuck off. What does Rick Wakeman do on his YouTube channel? I'm not familiar.
So Rick Wakeman is a keyboardist who kind of jumped around with bands in the 70s and 80s. I know him best from a brief stint in a band called Roxy Music, but he's in Listomania. He plays a Frankenstein's
Boy,
monster
that
type
food
character.
didn't agree with me.
I'm a creep. I hate mayo. What the hell am I doing here? Don't patter butter on my toast.
I put peanut butter on my toast, you bastard!
Screw you, nature!
Damn it, I'm meant to be a member of Greenpeace.
Alright, now I can totally use this at Bushwood. Now that golfer doesn't stand a chance. Directed by Michael Bay.
Here we go again. Time to vote.
That's fantastic.
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay Explosions! Explosions by Michael Bay! Have you ever see
Liam, you're absolutely correct, by the way. Yes, it was Rick Wakeman in the Strawbs, yes. Sorry, I got mixed up.
It's good people
sorry,
are calling you out on your
Jebsy.
bullshit, you know?
Hey, you know what? I'm infallible, so
You're
in some
infallible.
karmic way.
No, I just, oh god, what was I talking about? Oh, there's a Robot Chicken segment, like it's one of the fake trailers. And they do an entire movie trailer of just explosions by Michael Bay. And it's so funny.
Round 4.
Uh-oh, there was Johanna, Hammond's wife.
It's go time, Mama Jama. Enter your riff now.
Oh, thank you, Joe. That's it means a lot.
We appreciate that, man. You're pretty awesome, too.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't seen Robot Chicken in ages. Neither have I. And for a while, like, they were coming out with episodes, but it was really random, so you never quite knew when they were going to be on. Unlike,
It doesn't
Adult
help
Swim.
that Adult Swim as well's changed its where it's broadcasting and the hours it broadcasts.
Yeah.
Because they canned off a load of their shows recently.
Yeah. Well, and I think Robot Chicken, I think they just kind of ended their run, too. Like, and I get it. Like, you know, you do something for so long, it does become repetitive. And, I mean, just like the YouTube channel thing. You need to expand out and move on. I did really enjoy seeing their work, or their studio's work on the MST reboot back in 2017. That was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely.
I introduced a friend of... Oh, I'll wait
Uh-oh,
here.
there was Johanna, Hammond's wife.
Come in and eat your mayo.
No!
Uh-oh,
Screw you.
there was Johanna, Hammond's wife.
Help me get this ridiculous hat off. My bastard of my husband glued this to my head.
Uh-oh, there was Johanna, Hammond's wife.
Do you want me to take it up the shitter? That's a $5 extra.
Uh-oh, there was Johanna.
What a
Hammond's
deal.
wife.
You are the man who screwed me and never called. How dare you come back?
Uh-oh, there was Johanna, Hammond's wife.
Get up here and butter my taco right now.
Jesus.
Uh-oh, there was Johanna, Hammond's wife.
Now grab that mayo and slaver eat good.
No.
You can mayo eat.
No.
You can mayo eat.
No.
Mayo eat good.
No.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Okay, so... you have to eat a tablespoon of mayo or a tablespoon of butter. Which one are you eating? And that's a question for the chat as well.
And of the two, just because of the personal memories attached to the butter thing, definitely mayo.
I think I'd probably go back. But then again, though, I do like buttered popcorn.
Well, and that's the thing, I don't mind butter on stuff. I just like, if it's just sitting there in front of me, or if it's just white, you know, bread and mayo, I just, no. Yuck.
Better hurry.
I think I'd go with mayo just because I prefer mayo, but...
See,
Ooh,
I
what
would do
about scoop of
I
Marmite?
would do Marmite.
Yeah, Marmite is pretty good. You need to remind me on to send you some Twiglets at Christmas. I think you'll really enjoy those.
Yum.
Looking good.
God, The amount of shit that our chat covers over the course of any stream. I love it. It's so much fun. You guys are so creative. It's fantastic.
Very impressive.
Yeah. We love you guys.
Okay, riffers.
You can be guaranteed it's never a dull moment.
You know what I wish? So tell me, I wish the earth was flat.
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
Oh, Joe asks, what TV show had a white person eating mayo and cream cheese sandwiches off a white bread with the crust cut off? Was that Flanders on The Simpsons?
I think it might have been. It seems like something that Flanders would do.
Yeah. The only thing I specifically I remember like about mayo being on sandwiches specifically was Undercover Brother. Like his watch had like a hot sauce dispenser.
That gotta get me one of those.
Absolutely. It looked pretty awesome actually. But it stopped him from going full white guy.
Joe, you gotta keep an eye on that cholesterol. Once it's spreadable, you've used too much.
Yes.
My cholesterol is actually a low-fat alternative to butter.
I just randomly ran across in my feed like an old parquet commercial.
So tell me, I wish the earth was flat.
WTF is wrong with you? The earth is flat, you dumb cunt.
You know what I wish? So tell me, I wish the earth was flat.
You know what I wish? That you like mayo.
You know what I wish? So tell me, I wish the earth was flat.
Well, let me introduce me to this Alex Jones fella.
You know what I wish? So tell me, I wish the earth was flat.
You know what I wish? You slaver yourself with mayo and bring yourself to me. Signed Jeffrey Jones.
You know what I wish? So tell me, I wish the earth was flat.
Go back to Infowars, stupid bitch.
You know what I wish? So tell me, I wish the earth was flat.
The earth is flat if you join a Flat Earther Discord server.
True.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
All you need is some
Joe,
random...
it reminds me of a funny story about when me and Jesus went out for submarine sandwiches. Jesus would always tell me, "Watch your cholesterol. Have light mayo instead."
Oh, Joe's gonna get point my
flat boob jokes.
I'm surprised no one came up with a joke about the Mo-esque hair going on the one chick.
I was going to say, if it wasn't the Mo-esque hair, I'm surprised that there wasn't any more dry taco jokes in there either.
And dry tacos and flat earth don't really go together. I know I've said it before, but I really love the polka-esque music that is kind of the in-between stuff here. It makes me happy.
Yeah, it really gives a good vibe.
Yeah.
I'm down with a good polka.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the winner is...
Hey, good job, James! Congratulations!
James, nicely handled.
There can only be one top riffer.
Polka only belongs on a Weird Al album. There are moments.
Yeah.
I went to a wedding where that was...
I have a couple of albums.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I've got a couple of albums on vinyl of strictly polka music, and they can be quite a hoot. You know, you're doing a bit of tidy up, putting some Christmas decorations up there. It's okay.
I was gonna say, I had a cousin that was probably like 80% Polish, and she had a live polka band for her wedding reception. Besides the fact that it was like 5 or 8 different kinds of roll out the barrel, it was actually quite fun.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently you and Jesus have a lot in common, Dan.
You both nailed that. Oh.
What's better than riffing?
All right, you want to go one more game?
Yeah, let's do one more. Do you want to both try jumping in on this one, or if we can get in, or?
Does anybody else want to play?
Oh, you take care, Nick. You have a good night.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us again. We'll have to hang out again sometime.
Absolutely. All right, there we go.
Ready to rock and or roll.
Now we can talk about pineapple on pizza more.
Round one.
Yeah. You know how good it is?
Santa Claus,
Especially if you put a bit of mayo
you
on
love
there.
me, don't you? Say you love me, Santa.
Okay. Take a deep breath and enter your riff.
Question for the Basting 8 Ball of Truth. Will Nookie ever get a 4K release? Oh, magical Basting 8 Ball. Will the film Nookie ever get a 4K release? Nookie. Oh, my balls. It's swollen.
Nookie!
Absolutely.
Nice.
That's made my night. Thank you, James, for creating this new reality.
Absolutely. Woohoo!
I really hope Severin do put it out. I'd be well chuffed if Severin did a 4K Nookie.
Now the bigger question is, would Red Letter Media like pick up every single copy again and put them through a shredder?
Well, I would have to try and squirrel one out. That would be an interesting film. We have to break into Red Letter Media's headquarters to steal one copy of their 4K Nookie. Because they.
I mean, they're not that far away from where I live, so you know, relatively speaking.
There we go then. You've heard it here first, guys. We're going to break into Red Letter Media's offices.
TikTok
Exactly.
people, TikTok people.
Santa Claus, you love me, don't you? Say you love me, Santa.
Jimmy, you're too dull for me to love. I'm sorry, but since I'm Santa, I crave excitement.
Santa Claus, you love me, don't you? Say you love me, Santa.
Call me Daddy.
Santa Claus, you love me, don't you? Say you love me, Santa.
Oh, this is the one with
Oh,
pitch.
I'm gonna love you.
Oh, no.
Santa Claus, you love me, don't you? Say you love me, Santa.
Let them take you to my friend, Jeffrey Jones, and he will throw you in a vat of I can't believe it is not butter.
Santa Claus, you love me, don't you? Say you love me, Santa.
There are other ways to express your love for someone, you know.
Santa Claus, you love me, don't you? Say you love me, Santa.
My boot loves you, the rest of me thinks you suck.
Got your favorite?
fair
Vote
assessment.
now.
Oh, your brother works up in Milwaukee? That's awesome. Milwaukee is such a fun town.
Yeah.
Like
Laverne and Shirley was shot there.
It was. And the going up there to baseball games and like the breweries and stuff is always a good weekend combination. Oh, okay, got it. Man, that's got to be quite a trip too, because you really can't cut across Michigan. You kind of got to go all the way around through Chicago and up. Oh, Miller Park is fantastically fun, Kurt. Like, the sausage races are just such fun.
Hang on, the sausage races.
Yeah, so there's, like, Clement... So there's... I've left you speechless again.
I've got several things running through my brain at the minute, and I don't think any of them are right, I'll be honest with you.
So basically they have anthropomorphic sausages. They have, like, chorizo, like a German sausage, a Polish sausage, there's a few others. An American one, and they... Oh wait till this is over.
We all know who Floyd Wangler is, don't we? A torturer, an expelled prison warden, a killer.
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
Just a second here while I finish this up. So anyway, there's 5 or 6 different, like, guys dressed up like sausages with different, like, costumes. So there's, like, the American sausage, German one, chorizo. Anyway, but they, at the end of I think it's the bottom of the 7th, they do sausage races. And it's just these guys running around the outside of the baseball field. And it's kind of fun. Oh, good night, Jen.
I'll
Have
to
yourself a great
YouTube
one.
it. Yeah, Jen, thank you so much for dropping by, and I hope you have a great rest of the week.
I'll find you a YouTube video of it. So, let's see. If you had the chance to run every copy of a specific movie through a wood chipper, what would it be?
It's a good question.
I would say the 2017 Mummy.
It's not bad. That's not a bad choice.
Yeah. We love you, Jen.
You take care.
And we all know who Floyd Wangler is, don't we? A torturer, an expelled prison warden, a killer.
A hater of mayor, a hater of butter on most things. In short, a degenerate, and a cunt.
Ah, damn it.
Floyd Wangler. And we all know who Floyd Wangler is, don't we? A torturer, an expelled prison warden, a killer.
Floyd Wangler is now a well-paid senator, being paid in stick of butte. He look a bit like that obese Redditor vampire from Blade.
Floyd Wangler. And we all know who Floyd Wangler is, don't we? A torturer, an expelled prison warden, a killer.
Ho psychotic penis remover.
Floyd Wangler. And we all know who Floyd Wangler is, don't we? A torturer, an expelled prison warden, a killer.
He is also best friends with Russell Pratt.
Floyd Wangler. And we all know who Floyd Wangler is, don't we? A torturer, an expelled prison warden, a killer.
Floyd Wagner is a son of a bitch.
Floyd Wangler. And we all know who Floyd Wangler is, don't we? A torturer, an expelled prison warden, a killer.
And he's the head of the local chapter of the Republican Party.
Here we go again. Time to vote.
Last Airbender is a very, very good choice. Wild Wild West was not awesome. And Music the Sia movie was freaking atrocious. What a god-awful piece of shit.
I think I would pick Return to Sleepaway Camp.
Really?
Because it's the only film that I can recall watching where by the time the end credits rolled, I knew for a fact I never ever wanted to see it ever again.
Wow.
It's just horrible. None of the characters are likable. In fact, they're so aggressively unlikable that it ruins the entire film from start to finish. Return to Sleepaway Camp is probably one of the worst films I've ever seen.
Wow, that's
Although a
insane.
fine diver and champion swimmer, he enjoys entertaining
Not
the guests
necessarily
in this
because...
manner.
No, 1 second.
It's that time again.
Not necessarily because it's technically bad. Like, technically it's not great, but it's sort of passable, but just... the quality of the writing is absolutely horrendous, and the total lack of any kind of redeeming element just really irks me.
That's fair. Let's see here. Oh, you also have a, when you get done doing that, we've got another Bastarding 8 Ball of Truth. Will I ever mayo my sandwich?
Although a fine diver and champion swimmer, he enjoys entertaining the guests in this manner.
And he dives head first into the pool of sulfuric acid.
Although a fine
Quite the
diver
range
and
of
champion swimmer,
screams
he
there.
enjoys entertaining the guests in this manner.
He enjoys bobbing for frias.
Although a fine diver and champion swimmer, he enjoys entertaining the guests in this manner.
Put your penis away, you're scaring the zebras.
Although a fine diver and champion swimmer, he enjoys entertaining the guests in this manner.
Twat.
Although a fine diver and champion swimmer, he enjoys entertaining the guests in this manner.
It's not water. It's Willie's retirement grease.
Although a fine diver and champion swimmer, he enjoys entertaining the guests in this manner.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Okay, so, will Triv ever mayo her sandwich? Oh, Taco Tuesday. Oh, my ball set. Purple Panic. Indications say yes.
We'll see.
So the future could be a
You
little
guys
bit
will
more
be the
mayo-y than you think.
Oh god. You guys will be the first to know. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, thank you. We'll keep that on the records. We'll do a Mayo watch every stream now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've seen Hostel years and years and years ago, and I remember it not being great, but I don't remember like actively having venom for it. Good Day to Die Hard, I completely agree with you.
You gentlemen can go in.
Thanks, good looking.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
Oh, I didn't realize Sia actually got an autism diagnosis. Yeah, it still was, it didn't do any good. It just sat there and it played to stereotypes, and it was kind of it. Like, none of it made sense.
Yeah, I kind of swerved that one when I found out what she was doing with it.
Yeah.
Because I was just kind of like, I don't feel comfortable about this.
No, understood. And it's one of those things where there might have been, like, good intentions behind it, but the way it was done was just, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I agree with Liam's point as well. It's the thing as well, and a lot of films do get this wrong, is you can have a film that's made up entirely of unlikable people, but you do kind of have to give those unlikable people other qualities that make them watchable. If you just make your characters utterly unlikable and don't give them anything else, then you just end up with a film that's repellent.
Yeah.
Thanks, good looking.
Does a Mitch McConnell factory reset?
Oh my god, he does! Oh, that's awesome! That's so fantastic!
Thanks, good looking.
I never go the whole ballet into Stringfellows.
You gentlemen can go in.
Thanks, good looking.
Little did they know Jeffrey Jones was waiting for them.
You gentlemen can go in.
Thanks, good looking.
What you got cooking?
This is such a weird movie. Genuinely.
You gentlemen can go in.
Thanks, good looking.
The room is just a massive pool of mayo.
You gentlemen can go in.
Thanks, good looking.
Maybe later you can come to our annual It's a Cock-Out competition.
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
Yeah, Kurt, you're right. It's like, so much about it makes no sense. It feels like it was cut down in some way, but yeah, it's, if you want just to really like, and again, there's always that precursor about like understanding that it was of its time, but it is such a goofy, weird movie, but it is a lot of fun too. I actually tried to like review it, but I couldn't. It's one of those I couldn't review. I got into it and even though it's a hilarious movie, nothing came, so.
Go, move.
Sometimes you can entirely judge how good or bad a review is going to go on vibes alone.
Oh yeah. And there are some movies that just don't vibe for everybody.
Oh
yeah.
Just so
damn, that was such a good riff. Oh my god.
Oh.
Like best one of the night.
Much appreciated. Triv there just did a line.
Okay, Riffers.
Damn right.
It's the final
Oh, speaking
round.
of, did you do your line?
I did my line around about 1:30.
Children, I don't want you to say a word. Just follow me right now.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
Woohoo! I did just see Rifftrax, their latest live thing was called Rad. If you get the chance to see that movie, it's from like 85 or something like that, but it is a really fun movie. Like riffed or not riffed.
Yeah. I watched it on Rift not too long ago. I've got the Rift version apparently coming because I backed the Kickstarter for it.
Just
but...
follow me
Nice.
right now.
The pigeon shit is radioactive.
Children, I don't want you to say a word. Just follow me right now.
Your Uncle Jeffrey Jones is on the prowl again and he must be stopped.
Children, I don't want you to say a word. Just follow me right now.
A word.
Children, I don't want you to say a word. Just follow me right now.
Alfred Hitchcock's come back for us.
In a more shitty form.
Children, I don't want you to say a word. Just follow me right now.
CAW. CAW. Do not SEND fan mail after the 20th of October.
Children, I don't want you to say a word. Just follow me right now.
I am Jeffrey Jones, and I am about to break in to commit sin.
Got a favorite riff? Vote now.
Hogan, yeah, it's such a fun movie. Did you see it riffed or just unriffed? Oh, and that's too bad about
I still wish they put out the.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the fact that A Good Day to Die Hard was just nothing. That's too bad.
Yeah, I mean some of the worst films are the ones that kind of just leave you feeling nothing.
Yeah.
Time's almost
Like,
up.
you can feel hatred to a film and still kind of enjoy it because of how bad it is. You can love a film, but if a film just leaves you cold, it can be awful.
Yeah. Well, and it kind of comes back to the worst thing a movie can be is boring.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just wish the Skateboard Kid would get a decent release at some point.
Yeah. Agreed.
Nice. Well done, Stefano.
Yeah. Nicely done all around.
Hmm.
And the winner is...
Hey, good job, Dan.
You like me. You really like me.
Thanks to everyone who played. Let's give each other a
Guys.
hand.
Oh, you remember this? You've made a small English boy very, very happy.
Aww. Yeah, Joe, I'm not sure what to think about Bruce Willis. Like, you could have seen it as he was trying to get a whole bunch of movies, like get a bunch of paychecks so he could take care of his family, or it could be that, you know, he was taking advantage. It's one of those things that's really hard to know. Let's see here, we've
Stefano was
got...
a suburban Sasquatch.
Yes, James was a stupid alien. Holloway Cup was Wheat Straw. Suburban Sasquatch was Stefano. Cindy the Swamp Boy was me, and Ms. Hippo was Liam.
A wonderful end to a wonderful game.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gents, we come to get another ending of another night of another game of Rifftrax. And what a fun time it was. Think about everything we've learned.
The tracks were riffed. Jeffrey Jones was mentioned. We learned some disgusting facts about our fellow chatters.
Oh, Jesus.
But all in all, we came together as friends and comrades and celebrated a evening of wit and humour in the company of kith and kin.
Absolutely so.
I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. It was a pleasure and a privilege to be here. Before we go, we just want to fill a few of our things before we depart this mortal coil, because you mean a lot to us, and we want to treat you all right. Right. Make sure you have a good time of things. So
all I can think
you
as
once
you're
again.
saying this is that one Monty Python sketch where you see the guy playing the piano and no, he's playing the guitar. Is that it's Eric Idle? He's in bed and he's going, and in these fields. How does it sound? Like walk. Anyway.
Jerusalem.
Yeah, exactly. And Joe, just real quick, you're absolutely right. My assumption is that's kind of what my assumption was, is that he was trying to get a bunch of paychecks because of that. But you're right, he does have several millions of dollars, and there are weird ways of dealing with that. So I don't know, weird stuff. I feel bad for the man, but yeah,
it's a strange situation, and I suppose him having a fairly large family, he probably sat there and thought, he wanted to get as much money in as possible to make sure they were taken care of should anything happen to him. So
yeah, who knows? But
it's illness does weird things to people.
Yeah, and people do weird things to people generally. But ladies and gents, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for celebrating my birthday late, and I very much appreciate you. We will be in touch for when the next one will be coming around, and until next time, just remember, if you see Jeffrey Jones, walk the other way quickly. And
Very firmly, do not offer him mayonnaise under any circumstances.
Absolutely. And Kurt, make sure your back gets feeling better, because we need
Absolutely.
we need your back feeling better. Not us specifically, but generally speaking.
We need you back.
I see what you did there, you crazy bastard. Exactly, but I'm fish. Or tish, not fish. What the hell? Oh, anyway. Anything else you need to tell people before we go, Dan?
Nothing massive on my end. Just like I say, thank you so much, guys, for jumping in. As always, it's been an absolute pride and a pleasure to riff with you guys another time for this month. I've not got anything immediately coming up in the pipeline on the channel. Like I say, though, I do still have a couple of Bandcamp albums that are fairly new. So if you haven't checked those out, definitely go and have a look at those. Currently still working on getting some new content put together. Possibly doing a couple of streams on my channel later this year, but new reviews probably won't be materialising till the start of next year. So, in the meantime, I am on Letterboxd. I do put new reviews up on there, probably pretty much at least once every day. So, if you are missing your cult and strange fixes from there, head over to Letterboxd and search me up and chuck me a follow, and you can enjoy all of the movies that I watch and talk about in detail. But yeah, otherwise I'm just sort of just getting on day to day. So, and thank you again for having me, by the way, on this birthday stream. I turned up and insulted you for like 2 hours, and you're still okay with it. So
you know
I don't know what that says about you, but I'm very grateful that you let me just come over and abuse you for so long.
You know what? Considering how the rest of this month has gone, this is a delightful cakewalk, and I don't know what that says. But I guess as far as my channel goes, content will continue as per usual, hopefully a little bit more consistently, and I do apologize. It's continuously just been nuts. Up next, I'm doing a collab on the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. After that, it's just kind of going to be a variety of things yet to be determined. So we will try to do a stream per month for the rest of the year if we can. I think since Dan's back to himself, we're going to try if time allows. So definitely keep track for that, and you guys all rock. Thank you so much once again, and we'll see you real soon. Bye!
Bye.